What a beast Sky Q is. My goodness. My goodness. Look at that damn thing. Like, wow. Wow, wow. And we're not even open yet, and this thing is flying. My goodness. Good morning. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, when you have a name like Sky Q, you know, when you have a name like Sky Q, of course. Just la, 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 la. 1 second. Let's see. Search. 1 second. Let me go back and look at some spammy spams here. I just need to fix my charts really quickly. And then get some music going. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. You know, things always wait for me to get on stream first, and then they're like, "Oh, okay, okay, time to break." Please don't stop the music. I wanna take you away. La 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 la. ATCH on the scanner as well. ATCH. La 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 la. Okay. Fix, fix, fix. Ah, so annoying. Good morning. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. That should be fixed. Good morning, Michael. I think Michael is just upgrading probably. Mike, you're just upgrading. Yeah, Mike just upgraded to Legends Pro. Welcome to Legends, Michael. Good morning. Okay, let me get some music going. Should be ready. Should be ready. And then yeah, should be good now. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's make some monies. Whole bunch of names that I like this morning going into the open. Whole bunch of them. There's almost too many names that I like going into the open today. So we'll see. I like RECT as well. If we can eventually break out, that would be good. I think today's going to be one of those, one of those days where like we have a whole bunch of names we like, but we need to see, like good price action at the open, right? So RECT looks good. It looks like it wants to break out, but it needs to break out, right? There's some really good higher lows. It's holding above $1.70. That's your first support, $1.70 ish. Your next support is $1.40, $1.45, right? The main resistance here is 220 though, so we do need to break above that level. RMSG did really well this morning, really, really well, right? Multiple runs, multiple opportunities, multiple breakouts. But then for some reason now we're really struggling around, between 90 cents and a dollar. But I like the way that it's consolidating around 90 cents. So you're most likely going to have support, closer to 90 cents, all the way down to that 200 and the VWAP. So like 85 to 90 cents. Alrighty. Like I said, this one needs to break out. ALLO's been a good stock this morning. I'm just concerned with the float. The float is pretty big. So as much as this is a good stock, the float is 162 million. So that's going to be a problem. SkyQ, we're going to talk about SkyQ. SkyQ is just a beast. BBGI, I like this one as well. It's giving up like SkyQ vibes. Like if this thing can break out above $13, BBGI, it's probably going to move like SkyQ. We'll keep an eye on this as well. AIXI, like this one was doing so well last night, and then it popped this morning, and then it dropped, and then it popped again. It's just having some silly price action. BATL, one of the energy plays, obviously with like what's happening in over there. Not gonna name any names, but that's obviously pumping those energy plays. Uh, my only concern with that, though, is that these plays have been pumping every morning because of Trump tweets and what they're doing and not actually following through. So just be careful. BFRG, this one's been looking okay this morning too, Bullfrog. So we'll keep it up here. See if if the volume can come in. Maybe this one takes over going into the open. We'll see. Just by the soda level, yeah. M White says I'm looking to join, but is sold out. How close? How often does it open? Never. So click on the link, M White. So click on the link or go back to the same spot you were at, and then scroll down. It's gonna give you other options like the Legend Pro or the Legend level. Those two are not sold out. So and then come join us. Alrighty, again, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Let's start the week off with some flames. I think we already have, Uh, chances I upgraded to Legend Pro. Do I need to do anything? You should be good now, right? You should be good. Your thing should be updated. Only thing you have to keep in mind is when you're trying to watch those videos, make sure you click on the link instead, so it takes you to YouTube. Alrighty, don't click the play button. If you click the play button, it's not going to know that you've upgraded. You have to click the link, and then the link is going to take you over to YouTube, and YouTube's going to know that you upgraded. Ready? So yeah, people complain about that all the time. Like I'm trying to watch this video, it's not playing. It's because you're clicking on the play button in Discord. Yeah. Hacks, you're in at 121. Well, you're green in that position. This is another one. This is one of those names that we like going into the open RCT, but it really needs to break above $1.30. So then, not too much to say about this one, other than the fact that we simply just need to break out, right? Simply just needs to break above $1.30 there, and it looks like it's slowly creeping in that direction. So as long as you stay above the VWAP, you're fine, right? Look at that thing go. It's like, hey, are you guys talking about me? Are you talking about me? Yes, I'm going. I'm going. So yeah, you're slowly pushing towards that $1.30 level, and it's a dollar 30 now. There it is, $1.32. There it is, right? So you just had to say something, just had to say something. But yeah, just keep in mind though, we've been to this level quite a few times, hacks, and it keeps getting rejected and rejected and rejected. So it needs to break out. uh, yes, yes, and again, you can tell it's getting rejected again, hacks, right? So that's not that big of a surprise. No, 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 no. Okay, perfect. I already. Oh, he timed out Nightbot. Nightbot's gonna block you. Revenge. Do, 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 do. RMSG is another one of those names we like. This is what I mean, right? We have so many good names going into the open that we need to see price action after the open, right? We need to see solid price action. So I like what RMSG is doing. I think a lot of people are holding this one as well. Um, that bottom is nice, but it needs to break out. So we'll see. Alrighty, you ready to cook? Question for you guys in the chat though. Going into the open, what is your favorite stock? VRAX is another one, guys, that we like going into the open. Why do we like VRAX? Because look at the damn chart on VRAX, right? Like the chart is so nice off the bottoms here, and it's been like this for quite some time now, right? So VRAX keeps bouncing off like 1770. So again, there's so many names going into the open that we like. Again, yeah. So question for you guys in the chat: what's your favorite stock going into the open? What is your favorite stonk? Dan, criminal, criminal. You're in VRAX? Okay, yeah. As long as you're in closer to the bottom of the zone, I'm not too mad about it. Now, if you're buying this thing closer to the top where you can see that it's failing over and over, then that's the problem. If you bought VRAX last week too, that's fine because VRAX was yeah. RCT? No, it doesn't, Peter. It doesn't. It's still just chilling there. Wait for the market to open. Let's see. RCT is failing of the $1.30, right? So we need to break out of there, right? ALLO, my concern with ALLO is that big float. So we'll see. Yeah. C4, my concern is that 160 million share float. Alrighty. So is that it? That's all the favorites in the chat. You guys need to do better. Do better. Do better, please. Do better. How come no one's favorite is SkyQ? No one said SkyQ? Really? Okay, that's yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, this one needs to break above 220 as well. 220. 220. Yeah, so Bullfrog is coming back down to retest the trend. BATL with a nice little bounce there. Not too bad. What do I think of RMSG? I think it's okay. Yeah. If we can stay between like 90 to 85 cents even after the open, still fine. Still fine. Do I sound grumpy? No, I'm not grumpy, I promise. Yeah. You sold some at 20 cents? Perfect, Dara. Yeah, that was a good exit. That was a good exit. No, I like RMSG. So it just needs to stay above that bottom though. RCT needs to break out. Right? So we need to break out there. VRAX looks fine to me as well. It's holding that 1770 there, but it also needs to break out above the VWAP. When I was putting this name today up, I was like, this name sounds like RECT. Like if someone gets like, you know what I mean, like, uh, sounds like a stock where you get into it. Sounds like one of those stocks you get into and then you get cooked and you're like, well, it did say, it did say RECT on it. So are we surprised? But no, the stock looks okay though. Okay, what else do we like here? Uh, EFRG. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay, we're ready for the market open. Open the markets, please. Open the markets. We are ready. Yeah, don't forget to smash a like, guys, nice and early. It really helps. And then yeah, so then you don't have to worry about that anymore. Alrighty, MIGI with a bit of a pop there. Uh, Give us rockets. Um, just in case you're, just a bit of an update on like the broader markets. So JD Vance and all the other people. I wanted to call them a different name, but all the other people went over to Pakistan or whatever they went to have a conversation with Iran about making a lasting deal, and they left saying that they couldn't come to an agreement. So then the markets are getting slapped today, right? So oil is pumping. Yeah, no, yeah. So the ceasefire is still in place, right? That's not the problem. The problem is they're not coming into an agreement, like an overall agreement to end the war, right? So yeah, the ceasefire is still there. Trump actually tweeted the other day saying, was that yesterday, saying, they're considering some limited attacks on Iran to maybe move the needle so Iran can come to their senses, is what he's saying. Um, yeah, again, all very very silly stuff, but yeah, they'll figure it out. As much as I honestly think, we said this before, right? Eventually the markets get tired of this rubbish. You know what I mean? Eventually the markets are like, you know what, you guys are just like, this is just unnecessary chaos. You guys can figure it out, right? I think, if there's 2 weeks of ceasefire and we're in week one. So I think the markets are still okay with that. But I think if rockets, start flying again, then that's when you're gonna get a really bad reaction. No, this has nothing to do with my chat. uh, yeah, this has nothing to do with me. This is all Peter's stupid computer. Actually, Peter has an Apple computer as well, by the way, Raven. So it's definitely his computer. My Mac is better than his Mac. You know? Yeah. Anyways, let's see. We need some rockets. He said, "See, see." Okay, so VRAX is still sitting there. RCT is still failing at $1.30. RMSG was still kind of holding that 190, right? Sorry, 90 cents. So that's fine. RECT needs to break out. In terms of a dip, between $1.50, $1.40, and so like $1.50 and $1.40 would be the ideal dip there, unless we just bounce up $1.60. But most importantly, though, is breaking above 220. Alrighty, so SkyQ again, this stock has been a beast. We've been talking about SkyQ since below $5, right? So, and it again, it's connected to the energy stuff. So obviously that's done well, right? So we like SkyQ going into the open, but it's very extended. So just be careful, alrighty. So this thing was at closed at 12:59, and then this morning ran all the way to 20, almost 22. So SkyQ looks good. BBGI, we're keeping an eye on this one because it gives the vibes, but it also needs to break above $13 first before it gains that attention, right? ALLO was really nice this morning, but it has a big float, so just be careful at the open. And then, yeah, let's see what happens at the open. Are you ready? We're ready. Give us the rockets. Ready? Give us some rockets. So yeah, SkyQ will most likely be halted here at some point. Most likely. RMSG was like, was Peter calling me? What did he say again? Anyways, it's still just playing in the same range. Yeah, there goes 97. Right. So that thing really needs to reclaim $1. Really, really needs to reclaim $1 before it's ready for anything. Right. So this is just typical market open price action. Come back and retest the base and then bounce again. Right. So it's just in that range. Right. Look at ALLO. ALLO is getting slapped again. Do you guys see? It's not like it's not like we were like, oh my goodness, ALLO is so amazing. No, right? You can usually tell that it's concerning. So watch that 200 EMA. My concern for ALLO was not even the price action. Was this, right? Once people look at that float at the open, they're like, oh my days, 162 million. What is this? right? So that's usually a bit of a concern, right? So back to RMSG here. RMSG is pushing slowly for that dollar. That dollar level is so important, right? There goes 99. There it is. Number two. Peter, you want to say that again with your chest? You want to say number two again with your chest? Huh? Anyways, a dollar is still resistance, by the way. Alrighty, so 90 cents was good ish, right? Here we are going for a dollar two. So just be careful, guys, because we're at the open. You know, how often do we see a name pump at the open and then give the gains back? So it needs to break, and as it's breaking, it needs to close above a dollar, and then we might be in a better position. So this level is still a bit of a problem. I know a lot of you guys are holding this one, so let's hope that it can perform. Alrighty, yeah, yeah. SAFX was spammed all over Discord this weekend, which is nice. There goes RMSG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding RMSG. Type yes in the chat if you're holding RMSG. So if we can hold this $1 level, then we're looking for a dollar 10. Alrighty. So you can tell we like RMSG, right? You can tell maybe just a little bit, just a tiny, tiny bit. Again, just be mindful that this is that first push after the open, right? Just make sure you're moving your stop losses higher or you're taking profits, right? Again, type yes in the chat if you're holding RMSG because this was number two and there it is. Peter is being quiet, but he's holding RMSG and he's counting the monies. That's why. Let's go. 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 Love it. Love it. That chart with oh my days, guys. Oh my, this is the right way to start the week, isn't it? The community for the most part, and it's halted up. Most people are holding RMSG because this was the best looking one, right? And there it is. Peter said, look at your text. Let's see. Oh, let's go. Wait. Okay, there we go. Pizza. Pizza. Okay. We'll hold it up, guys. $1.17. Right? So beautiful. 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 Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Perfect. Yeah, that chart was so nice, honestly. That chart was so nice. Okay, there we go. Number two, number two, number two, number two, guys. Right? Number two on the stream title. Number two, number two. Number two says, I'm here to cook, please. I'm here to cook. So our superstitious nature is still working, isn't it? Love it. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yup, no base. Just boom skis. Just boom skis. Love it. Okay. Let's see if that thing can on hold and break above that next supply zone closer to $1.25. Alrighty, please get ready to take profits. Move stop losses higher. Whatever you need to do that, please. Alrighty, don't get greedy. Again, the best thing to do is if you have a big position, is always consider scaling out and then moving your stop loss on the rest. So you can keep chasing it up because we really don't know how high this is gonna go, right? So, but this looks beautiful right now. Beautiful. Righty? Beautiful. Look at this base, guys. Again, what do we keep saying? Eat off the floor. Right? Do we keep saying this, guys? Do we keep saying eat off the floor? Can you see the floor on this stock? Can you see it? Should we be catching the knife on the way down? Catch the knife? Hell no. But do you see the floor though? Maybe. Just a little bit, Just a little bit. Right? So a lot of you guys were in this one in Discord this morning, right? So you can steal my shares? Yes, Ajoya. Yes, 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 yes. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Peter made a brand new shirt, by the way. Peter made a new shirt. I like that shirt. It's a Prince Money shirt. So click on that link in the chat. Put it on a shirt. Eat off the. I'm surprised Peter hasn't put that on a shirt yet. Eat off the floor. I'm surprised he hasn't done that yet. Anyway, so that's the best looking stock, right? AIXI is also pumping, right? So this one is one of those names that just never goes away either. Like it just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, which is good, right? So AIXI, look at that. You can see the floor, right, guys? Eat off the floor. You see it? I think you see it, right? So when you're looking for entries and you're like, but do I buy now? Let the damn thing consolidate, please, right? Let it find a base, right? Makes your life so much easier, right? So that looks good. RCT, again, surprise, surprise. No, 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 right? There's resistance right there at the top. $1.30 resistance. Hacks, hopefully you sold that thing. Alrighty. VRAX got rejected. Can you see it? Same resistance off the VWAP. Surprised? Not really. Right? Not really. RECT is still looking good though, but it also needs to break out. SkyQ is looking for base off the 200 EMA. So it's trying. Ready? It's trying. We're now testing that supply zone for AIXI, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. You sold at $1.30 hacks? Give me a high five. Right? Do you see why it's good to just trust the charts? If you miss it, if it goes up without you, you can say thank you. That's okay. I'll take it. Right? High five. Let's go. Sometimes when you're greedy, you end up losing money. So when you see that there's a lot of resistance, take the monies and move on. Alrighty. So now we're waiting for RMSG to be unhalted here. You ready for violence? Give us violence. Let's go. Again, our next supply zone is slightly a little bit higher there. So let's see what we can do. Alrighty, so closer to $1. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Again, just be careful. The supply zone, right? So $1.25 is going to be your resistance here. So again, be careful, please. Alrighty. So if we can break and close above that level, and then might as well just keep sending it. Yeah, might as well just keep sending it. Just keep cooking. Look at this, guys. Look at BBGI, right? We said we wanted to keep an eye on BBGI. Why? Because BBGI gave us vibes, right? It gave us SkyQ vibes, right? So there it is. There it is. So nice little pop there. Okay. Let's see. We know resistance for RMSG, guys, is $1.25. So good spot to be scaling out or moving stop losses. If we can break and close above that level, then we're ready for more. But for now, just keep in mind that that is your resistance. Alrighty. Lee, let's go, Lee. Welcome to the community. Welcome. Yeah, welcome. Alrighty, Emma, good job. Welcome. Lee is Emma's husband. Anyways, they sent me a DM, so yeah. You know what to do. Okay, there we go. Well done, Brett. That was a good scalp. Well done. Love it. Again, we know where that resistance is at for RMSG, so we do need to break above that level if we want to keep going. Already, so we still look very good. Like there's nothing wrong with this, right? You can't expect stocks to just keep going up and up and up and up and up, especially So there's always a little bit of a retest or some stalling. Alrighty. RCT came all the way down to $1.08 and then all the way back up to $1.30. So that thing is still fighting for its life, right? To a one-on-one 101 session, 101, one-on-one or 101. A one-on-one is those memberships are sold out, Tinky, so you'd have to be on a wait list. Alrighty, we can maybe do like a few spots or something at some point. Let's go, Lee. Yeah, you should have access to Discord, right, Lee? So take a look. So again, RMSG is still looking like our best favorite name for now, right? But some of these other names are trying to compete as well. So RCT, Nice little golden candle, and it's trying to break out. So if this one can break out, that would be good. Alrighty. AIXI has been good this morning off the bottom of the zone. BBGI, that's looking better after breaking above $13. So if we can stay above $13, that would be good. SkyQ is really not consolidating yet, guys. Again, eat off the floor, right? Does SkyQ look like a floor? I think you can tell me that it doesn't, right? RECT is still failing at the same resistance, so there's nothing to see here yet, right? It's holding the levels, but it's not breaking out. Yeah, SOAR has so much social media attention, so much SOAR, so much social media attention, right? It needs to perform now. There goes RCT with a nice little breakout. Yup, that thing said, hey guys, I'm here. I'm trying. Is it actually halted up? Halted at $1.39? Yeah, it's halted up. That thing said, I'm here now. It's my turn. Yup. That thing said my turn. Yes, yes. Yeah, let's see. I hate when candles do that. Like the breakout candle. Like it's a breakout, but the candle doesn't close and it halts. It's always a bit more difficult. Yeah, nice pop though. Right. In terms of like levels to watch for RMSG, right? We knew $1.25 would be resistance, which is why we say, hey, move your stop loss or scale out. But at the same time, like it's just a healthy retest for now. So let's see if we can consolidate above $1.10, which was that last, this level here. That was the next, yeah, there it goes, right? So it's simply just coming back to retest a level and then holding that level, right? So it might need a bit more time just to consolidate and prove itself at this 110 level, right? But there's nothing we can look at on this stock and say it's dead, right? So um, you just know there's going to be resistance up there. Cool. Again, BBGI is still looking good. See if we can clear through $14 here next. We shall see. VRAX is still getting slapped. We really haven't talked about this one a whole bunch. It's testing a golden pocket now, close, almost closer to 15 cents there. So let's see if it can hold. ALLO is actually surprisingly, like holding the 200 EMA nicely here, right? My concern for this stock is still that big float, so that hasn't really changed. Has not changed. So we'll see. Take a look at RCT on the 15-minute chart. Uh, it doesn't really change anything to me, right, Mondo? Like a 15-minute chart, a 1 hour chart, it doesn't change the fact that it needed to break above this $30 level, right? So that was the most important thing here. So if it can consolidate above that level, then it's ready for the next level. Okay, give us an on hold here. BBGI again, looking good, right? Type yes in the chat if you're holding BBGI, right? Type yes in the chat if you're holding BBGI. Yes, yes, yes. I like it. 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 Okay, so let's see if we can stay above that 14. Good, 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 good. Okay, we need that fat green candle, And the other one still halted at $1.39, by the way. So there goes $14.50. It looks like our RMSG is back to retesting again. So below that $1.10 level for now, right? So it's $1.10, right? If we can reclaim that level, fine. If not, then you're looking for back to a dollar. Alrighty. So again, let it consolidate. Let it consolidate if you're not sure. Cool. So again, do I think the stock is dead? No, don't really. Yeah. So again, did we say take gains on the way up though, guys? Yes. Right. $1.25 is a big level for resistance. Scale out. Move your stop losses up. Right. Manage the position. Pay yourself on the way up. Right. Now the question is, can we find a new base somewhere else and then curl? We don't see that yet. Right. So it needs to do that at some point. Cool. 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 Virus. Virus. Hello, hello. RCT is on halted, guys. So now this is the real test, right? How well can it stay above $1.30? If it can, then you're looking for $1.45, $1.50. Choo, 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 choo. How well can it hold? Yes. It's a little bit slower, isn't it? It's gonna be like that though, because this one as well, guys. You see the problem here, right? We're right back below $1.30. Look at that. Look at that fat red candle, right? This is why I'm a bit concerned with this one. Why? Because again, I hate when stocks explode like that and then halt above the breakout spot. Because that's not a true breakout. That's a scam breakout, right? Like you want to see a candle push up and close properly, and now it's halted down at $1.20, right? Like that's just I hate stuff like this, right? You want to see a nice steady candle like break, close, and then you're good to go, right? Yeah. RMSG, like I said, are we done with RMSG? Hell no. Why? Because you can't expect the stock to just go up, 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 up without coming back down for yeah. So again, just a bit of a healthy retest, right? A higher low, still on an uptrend, right? So still looking good. So yeah, no concerns there. Not yet, at least. If we start getting lower highs and lower lows, then we have a problem. For now, no issues there. Alrighty, no issues. Yeah, that was a nasty drop tip. Nasty, nasty. Yeah, SBEF with a nice little move there. A nice little move. Good job, Benna. Good job, good job, good job, good job. Uh, okay. Let's go, Donovan. Good. Good. Yeah, no, if you got greedy with RCT, you got punished there. See, you cannot be greedy with these names, not this early in the day, right? Again, RECT is still playing games, guys. It still looks fine, like it's still holding a nice little bottom there. But then it really doesn't want to break out. So still looks fine though. Yeah, I saw Palantir with I think Luna posted something as well with Palantir, right? And it was green. The only stock that was actually green, right? After the president of the United States tweeted Palantir, and it wasn't just Palantir is an amazing company. He put in the damn ticker symbol in the tweet. That's how you know there's suspicious behavior. It wasn't just like, hey, Palantir is helping us with. No, it's you put the company name and you include the ticker symbol. That's called outsider trading. That's what that's called. There's no longer insider trading, is it? Right? But that was like, look at Palantir though, on the daily chart or the weekly chart or the monthly chart or your grandma's month. Anyways, look at that, right? And tell me Palantir chart isn't like a perfect chart, right? Like look at that beautiful double bottom there. So surprise? No, pretty sure these guys are they know what they're doing, right? Like we're the clueless ones. These criminals know what they're doing now. Okay, there we go. So if you did some Luna, did you do some cash secure? I think you did some cash secure puts, and then Virus had those calls. RECT guys, we just talked about this one, right? Look at that. It just said, hey. Are you guys talking about me? I'm just gonna pump and halt up, Yeah, that thing finally moved. RECT. Finally. Yeah. Finally. Uh yeah, no, it's halted up. RECT is halted up. Yeah, so that's what I said, earlier. Like, it is just sitting there, but it's not giving you signs for you to throw it away, right? Like, it's just holding a nice base. So, yeah, sometimes when it's holding that nice base, especially in a green zone, right, there can be a really good reaction there. So that's good. Again, yeah, Palantir looks good if you look at it on any time frame. Right? So, yeah, that was a nice dip actually at the open. Nice little dip there. Yeah, Palantir was looking so bad though before that tweet came out. Anyways, Allo's holding that 200 EMA, but it's gonna be super slow. RECT guys is obviously still halted down, and there goes the on halt. Right, so maybe just watch the low of the day here between closer to $1.10. Right, see if we can find a base there and then bounce again. Alrighty for RCT. Alrighty, so if we can double bottom, then cool. RMSG, we're getting a bit of a lower high now, so that's a bit concerning. But let's see if we can continue to stay above that dollar level. Alrighty, and then go from there. Cool. Some profit taking going on BBGI. SkyQ really hasn't consolidated at all yet. It's still finding its footing, which is okay. And yeah, we'll see. Cool. Putting a dent. Yeah, I think stuff like that is just crazy how, it's allowed to happen in the open, Yeah. Like they're just putting, yeah, just putting ticker symbols now in tweets, Like, how crazy is that? Crazy. So when the market's red, the only name that's going to be, but then Palantir has been beat down so much too, though. So yeah, and the markets are really not, like, Bitcoin is struggling more than everything else, right? Like SPY is not that red. SPY recovered, right? The Qs are not that red either. Bitcoin, on the other hand, though, struggled with that weekend. I think the problem with Bitcoin is that, like it's tradable when like these tweets come out over the weekend. So then it's a bit more difficult to recover all of that. Yeah, it was a good time to buy. Yep. You got stopped out, Chris? Okay. Yeah. What will be a good entry on SkyQ, Harini? Um, you do hear me saying eat off the floor, right? So sometimes when you guys ask me like what's going to be a good entry on this stock, right? I want to give you an answer because there are levels you can look at, right? There are levels you can look at, and I think this is something that, like, I always have a hard time answering this question, like what's a good entry for this stock, right? That's a very difficult question. Why? Because again, like, yeah, I can give you levels, right? But at the same time, like, if you've been around this community for some time, you should be able to understand, like, we're talking about different strategies, right? So like, is it consolidating? Is it at a golden pocket? Is it breaking out, right? You want to be able to use one of these strategies, right? Not just say, hey, what's a good, then we get to that price and it keeps dropping. You know what I mean? Like, we can look at SkyQ and we can say, hey, a good entry for SkyQ is the 200 EMA, right? Let's look at this, right? A good entry for SkyQ is the 200 EMA. Then we get to the 200 EMA and you get in and then it keeps dropping. Is that a good entry? Like, do you see anything at the 200 EMA that tells you to get into this stock? Hell no. Is it consolidating? No. Is it doing anything? No. Right? So sometimes when you guys ask those questions, right? Like there's two parts to that. Right? It's not just about getting to a level. It's about getting to a level and proving to you that it's holding that level, right? Is it consolidating? Do you see other people buying at that level, right? So you always want to make sure that like you think about that as well. Please. Okay. BBGI, we still like this one, right? I think again, I put a BBGI and SkyQ because to me they're kind of the same stock. Like the price action is the same, you know? Anyways, you know what I mean, right? Hopefully. VRAX is bouncing off the golden pocket, right? Raven. Our RECT is unhalted, guys. There goes the that was that thing said goodbye. Goodbye. It said goodbye. See you later. You do you see that nice little golden pocket in there? Right, you see it, right? So there's a double bottom, bottom one, bottom two. There's a golden pocket. There's a green zone. There's consolidation, right? So you're looking for things to tell you to buy a stock, not just like levels to buy at. Right? That's a nice level actually, really nice level. Right? The more you zoom into that level, the more you're like, dang, okay, that was a really good level, right? Beautiful. Anyways, RECT with a nice run there, a very nice run. By the way, RECT was the number one stock in the stream title until I changed. I wasn't gonna change RMSG, but I changed the number one from RECT to SkyQ. So if you're watching on Twitter, you can still see RECT as the number one stock. But then if you're watching on YouTube, you can see that the number one is SkyQ because I changed it only on YouTube's. Anyways, so yeah, SkyQ definitely had that. Not SkyQ. RECT definitely had that potential. Raven, okay, sounds good. Yeah, you bought the hold mats. Okay, only a few shares. Yeah, if you're buying the hold anyways, maybe that's the right thing to do, right? That is the right thing to do. Yeah, VRAX has done a really good job though, right? Off the golden pocket, really nice bounce. You're approaching that 1770 level we talked about earlier this morning. Yeah, let's go, Vitos. Yeah, yeah. This morning was actually really good for like dip buys. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so a bit of rejection of that previous support level, which is not a surprise. Send it, Vira. Send it. RMSG is still just playing games here with us. Still like trying to create a downtrend, but also still holding the bottom of the range. SkyQ again, no reason to be in this stock. Absolutely not. Right? It looked amazing this morning in pre-market, but there's been no reason to get into this at all. And if you're getting into it, you're playing with fire. Right? So let's see if it can bounce off $15 though. $15, like from 22 to $15, like that might be. But if that's if you're maybe thinking about scaling in, right? If not, you should be waiting for proof, evidence, evidence. RMSG again, still holding that dollar. So let's hope we can break that downtrend at some point here. There we go. So we obviously still like RMSG, right? Obviously, but we need some better price action here, though. We need to start breaking back to the upside. My goodness. Yeah, a lot of those names are flying this morning, virus. Fly if you like honestly, fly if you bought any of those dips this morning, you're very happy. Very, very happy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love it. It's little scam dips for boomskis. The markets went from red to green now. Unbelievable. These guys are such criminals. Such criminals. Red to green. Looks like RCT is curling up a little bit as well. So we talked about this 110 level for RCT, right? They're trying to hold off that double bottom low of the day, which is good to see. SkyQ again, sometimes you think about like levels you want to gamble at, right? And then you're like, you know what, $15 is not that bad of a level, right? So it looks like SkyQ is trying to hold $15. It's more of a psychological thing than a price action thing, though, right? So they're trying there, see if we can stay above it. Alrighty. Our RECT needed to it stalled a little bit below 270, so it needed to come back for a retest. ALLO is actually slowly creeping up, like slowly. It's going to be slow because it has a big float, but it's done an excellent job of like crashing and then consolidating. So that's not horrible. Your next resistance is 440, 445, 450-ish, that little 10-cent range, right? But that's not too bad of a curl. Palantir is flying, just going back for the highs, just cooking. Just cooking, Palantir. Type yes in the chat. I know this is a bit out of the, but type yes in the chat if you bought Palantir. Right? If you bought that dip on Palantir, type yes in the chat because that's such perfection. Type yes in the chat if you bought some Palantir. If you bought Palantir on the dip, because I know some of you guys are holding at like $20, $50, right? But if you bought that dip, maybe just maybe, just maybe. All right. So again, BBGI is looking good. SkyQ is back above $16, right? So it looks like some people took gambles, right, off that $15 area, which is not bad. Yeah. Chance, yeah. ALLO with yeah. And just be careful up there though, because you're gonna have resistance, but that's not bad. Come on, RMSG. Can we stop playing games? Can we just stop with the games? Can we stop with the games? Are you tired? Because we're tired. We'd like to see some rockets. Are you on the same page? I think you're on the same page, right? You better get on the same page because we don't have time for this rubbish. Okay? Okay. Now we're talking. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're talking. Yeah, just like that. Just keep going. Yeah, that's it. Come on. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, there we see. Now we're on the same page. Now we can be friends. There we go. There we go. We don't want to be playing games like this. That thing's like screw that. Anyways, so nice little bounce off the bottoms here though, right? Dan says maybe, maybe. So yeah, we do need to break above $1.20 again. All right, so we're looking good. If you're still holding RMSG, type yes in the chat. If you're still holding RMSG, yeah, Matt, beautiful. Cook, let's go, Dan. Let's go. Love it. Yeah, like honestly, some stocks are just like it's just too much, right? Too much of a sell-off, oversold, right? So yeah. You just sold at 120, Matt. Give me a high five. Good job. Congratulations. Let's leave Matt behind, please. Let's leave him behind. Come on, break above $1.20. But no, again, Matt, that was good though, right? It's between 120 and 125 is resistance, right? So if it doesn't break above this level, you're gonna be happy. Do I hope we break above this level? Yes. Are we gonna break above this level? Yes. Right? But anyways. But again, it's still resistance. So it's a good spot to be taking profits. Alrighty. So good job. I like that. Yeah. So VRAX is doing a really good job of that golden pocket. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Excelente. I like that. So again, if you took a gamble on VRAX off the golden pocket, guys, very nice. His wife doesn't care. His wife is just waiting for that performance, in a few months. Then she's like, Dan, there we go. So we broke above $1.20. We're obviously not holding above it yet. So we need to close above this $1.20. Alrighty. But RMSG is looking a lot better. Right. This is why we say, hey, don't FOMO on the way up, right? Don't FOMO, right? Those dips are always gonna come. Jericho! Good morning, Jericho. SkyQ's done a good job bouncing on 15. BBGI getting slapped off the demand zone, off the supply area. Palantir is still pushing, right? You can say, Mr. President, thank you for doing insider trading in the public. I wonder if someone's using his account though. Like if someone's allowed to use the president's account and then, that person is like, you know what? Let's do something nice for ourselves. Yeah, VRAX with a really nice pump here though. Really nice pump. Yeah. Very nice pump. I like it. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Yeah. Very, very nice pump there on VRAX. So I like how these names are coming back slowly, slowly, slowly. Yep. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I like how RECT came back and retested that breakout at 220. Remember that 220 resistance, RECT? I like that retest and the pop, right? That's such a perfect retest of breakout. Let me take it really quickly. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Interesting. Okay. I like it. Justin, boom booms. Yeah, probably street. Uh, Abandoning ending the war. Okay, Dan. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, 217. Like you're waiting for. Yeah, that's hard though, Peter. Because yeah, you're waiting for it to go below that previous. Yeah, that's hard. Yup, yup. They said, no, thank you. We just want to bounce up 220, please. We don't want you here. We just want to bounce. We want to come really close, but we want to bounce. You know? Yep. VRAX is looking amazing, though, by the way. Amazing. So, congratulations if you bought this thing. You're still holding a chance. Good job. Well done. That Legend Pro membership is paid for already, isn't it? Paid for already. That upgrade. So, VRAX is looking excellent. Excellent. So when I, um, Harini, when you asked your question earlier, right? Like, hey, what's a good price? No, like you need to have a strategy, right? And for some people in the chat, strategy is buying the golden retest of the, golden pocket, right? So Virus Raven does it a lot, right? A lot of you guys do this, right? For example, if you bought VRAX off the golden pocket, type yes in the chat. If you bought VRAX off the golden pocket, right? Type yes in the chat. Yeah. Yep. Because I know a whole bunch of you guys did it. Right? VRAX was a name on, yeah. Right. I know Raven did it for sure because he talks about the golden pocket all the time, right? So he even mistakes, demand zones for golden pockets because that's how blinded he is. If there was a lady named Golden Pocket, Raven would go marry that woman, or have two wives. Yeah, exactly. Right. So again, you have to have somewhat of a strategy, right? Consolidating off the golden pocket with the golden candle and a curl, beautiful, right? So, and again, you're gonna have a lot of resistance getting close to 20 cents. That's just not a surprise. It's just how that works, right? So, anyways, congratulations if you got into that position though. Just make sure you're paying yourself on the way up. RMSG, we know RMSG has a lot of resistance here around $1.20 to $1.25. That's not a surprise. This last candle went to $1.22 and then came back down. So they're breaking above $1.20, but not really closing above it. Yeah. Exactly, Dan. Right? Traders not in Discord watch empty pockets. Yeah, not the golden pocket, the empty pockets. Yep. So yeah. So VRAX has been good. That's been good. It looks like you're kind of failing in that, the downtrend now on this one, RECT. So we shall see. RCT is actually still holding the bottom as well. We're sitting at a really important time here where we have a whole bunch of names. One of these names is about to break out and just cook. Question is which one, right? Question is which one? Who's going to break out? Because you can see that a lot of these names we're looking at, they're on the verge of they're all sitting at very interesting spots, right? Like they're going back and forth. Nothing's really breaking out, right? Palantir is kind of double topping here now, though. So, right? Like RCT holding a nice base of $1.10, which is good. Right? Maybe Peter can send that one back to the moon. Peter, RCT, yeah, nice bounce. Right, RMSG again really struggling with that 120, so really good spot to be taking profit. Right, but if we can break out, then that would be good. Right, we talked about this one last week, JTAI. That one's slowly creeping up again. Right, so it's pushing for 650, which is which is interesting. But anyways, anyways, yeah, look at that, right? RMSG got rejected of that resistance. So it's resistance, right? It's resistance. You have to either move your stop loss higher, you have to sell the position, you have to scale out, do whatever you want to do, right? But as long as you know that there's resistance there and it's stalling there in a red zone, you make a decision. You don't just sit there and watch it, right? So let's see if we can keep holding this $1 level. Alrighty? And then go from there. VRAX is also getting rejected off the resistance. Surprise? No, no, no. Right? None of this is a surprise. And then RECT is curling up again. That thing's like, Peter, we got really close again, but we don't want you here. We don't want you here, mister. 250. RCT, nice little bounce. 120. Peter, did you get into this one, Peter? That downtrend line is going to be very important now. 253. Yeah, BBGI is halted down, by the way. They slapped the rubbish out of that stock. They said, slap it. Slap the rubbish out of it. They said, Yeah. Financial, non-financial advice. For all the Manchester United fans, if Manchester United doesn't win by 5-0 today, we're gonna block all of you guys in Discord. All of you. At least 3-0. Okay? At least 3. Minimum 2. If they don't, count your days. Where's Tim? Tim and Rumchin and Mr. Market Maker, all these Manchester United fans. Anyways. Oh, really? Jules? Stop playing. We're winning today. Yeah, you guys better win. Better win. Yeah. Tell Bruno he better score too. And that useless Cameroonian, Buemo, Bumo, if he doesn't score, that's if he doesn't start on the bench. His days are numbered. Anyways. Anyways. So yeah, they rejected this one of the supply in the downtrend area. RMSG is still just going back and forth here, guys, in that same range. VRAX, obviously, again, a retest. So we'll see what happens. Alrighty. ALLO is going to be super slow because of that heavy float. We haven't talked about AIXI for some time, but it is back to retesting that, same 120-ish bottom and holding. So that's good for now. Right. So, yeah. Come on, RMSG. Can you save us? Can you save us from this, from this slowness? Can you do it again? Last time we said nice things to you, you did a nice little pop. Can you do it again, please? We're asking nicely. Can you go up? Yeah, you can do it. Okay, yeah, make sure do it then. Do it. Why, Alwyn? Why? Yeah, Juice. I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen the that show yet. Yeah, there we go. RMSG. Yeah, keep going in that. Yes, there we go. If we say nice things to you, you're gonna keep going up, right? Okay. You're the bestest. You're the beautifulest. You're amazing and nice. Fat green candles. Everybody likes your boomskis. So keep going up. Give us more boomskis. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Deal. I think so. That last one was not good. We're gonna go back down. Rubbish. Because he heard the stocks were going through the roof. That's funny. Is it going back? Is it going back up or it's coming back down? It's still trending down though, obviously. So it needs to break out of that downtrend, Peter. Right? Still trending down here. That's what I mean. Like a lot of these names are just kind of sitting at like very interesting spots. Like something needs to break out, and when it does, then yeah, and that's when we can really start cooking here. We can start cooking. BBGI is unhalted and still getting slapped. By the way, still slapping it. Sorry. Yeah, we're trying to say nice things to RMSG so it can go up, but instead it's like, yeah, no, RECT needs to break out of that downtrend then, Peter, and if it can, then maybe the cooking can begin. So break out of there, and then we just need something to get cooking here. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. But yeah, back to RMSG here. Obviously, we like RMSG. I think we like RMSG more than the other ones. I would say for now, this is our favorite stock, RMSG, but we need to break out. Alrighty. Are you hearing that, RMSG? We just said you're the favorite stock. The favorite. Do you know what favorite means? Do you know what that means? That means you should be going up. You know that, right? Okay. You know that. I'm just saying. Yeah, Raven, I like it. Yeah. No, VRAX has been really nice. Okay. See, that's better. No, keep going in that direction. That you are doing good. That supply zone is right there though for RMSG, so that's going to be a problem. Yeah, so it needs to. That thing has work to do. Work to do. Yeah, no, Raven. Yeah, let's see. This one's been a good scalpy. RECT is slowly trending down still, all the way back down to that 220 there potentially. Right, so a lot of these names are just playing games for now. Not something needs to break out. Yeah, CMCT has been doing well. Let me pull up CMCT. It's been on the scanner a few times this morning. Right, nothing too crazy. Right, the candles are a bit suspicious as well. I think that's why we ignore it for the most part because it doesn't do anything, and then it's one fat green candle. Then it doesn't do anything. So like stuff like that is so dangerous. But yeah, so you're kind of sitting at like a little weird resistance area here, right below. Yeah, I think it's this level here. Like it's this entire range here. Like it's like 82 cents ish. Yeah, look at that. You see why? See why we haven't pulled this thing up yet, right? Like sometimes you look at a chart and you're like, okay, this stock is pumping. I get it. But at the same time, the candles just look like you could get destroyed in 2 seconds. But anyways, 82 cents is resistance. Yeah, lasers. Yeah. Yeah. So 82 cents again. Red is good. Red is not good. Green is good. Right? Yeah. And again, we like this RMSG stock, but it's playing games with us. So it needs to stop playing games with us, is what it needs to do. You know, needs to stop playing games with us. Uh, okay, let me take a look at that. There we go. Okay, see, okay. Now we're talking, right? How can you be our favorite stock and play games with us? Come on now. 120. There we go. Again, you the bestest, you're the bestest. You're the greatest they ever was, they ever will be, they ever. Come on. There we go. Man the rockets. Enemies in sight. Let's go. Come on now. Are we ready to thrust? Break go. There we go. Boom skis. Boom skis. How many times do we have to say this is our favorite stock, guys? Favorite stock. Anyways, resistance at $1.25. Again, type yes in the chat if you're holding RMSG. Bestest, 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 bestest. Come on. Enemies in sight. Destroy the shorts. Yeah. Yes, hell yes. There you go, right? Stay green, please. Stay green. You can tell there's resistance here though, right, guys? Right? So we like the stock. It's our best, it's our favorite stock, it's the best stock, but we need to break out. Alrighty? Come on now. You can do it. You can do it. Yeah, should apply. No, these stocks like to hear sweet nothings. They like to hear nice things, like hey, RMSG, right? But again, guys, you know there's resistance right here, so just make sure you're managing that position as you see fit, right? Uh, okay, there we go. Can we break out though? Can we break out? Pizza, did you get in on RMSG? Unless you're maybe uh if no one wants to come. I think people are gonna go. I think people are gonna go to those games. Yeah, I think people are gonna go. Yeah, that thing, that name, it's still like again the 220 though, Peter, is still the level. Like that's been that 220 is still the support. But for now, RMSG is the bestest. If it can break out, can you imagine how much bestest it can be? If this thing can break above $1.25 and close above $1.25, oh my days! Somebody call 911. Yeah. Yeah, you can see they're really struggling off that level, right? So it's not a surprise. It's really, really not a surprise. What do we need to do to get this thing to break out? What do we need to do? There's the pop pizza. There it is, right? Peter, are you still in this one? I hope you're still in this thing because if you sold this thing, even with that knowing that 220 was your base, I'm gonna find you. I will find you and take your computer away and sell it on on Kijiji. Pizza. Yeah, that's annoying. That's annoying. They said he's out. Get him up there. Yeah, candles like that are annoying though. Like when it wicks below your level like that. I mean, no, I didn't. You didn't. Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Pizza. Hey, good, 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 good. Come on now. Ah, you need Jesus. That's what you need. See, as I'm celebrating with joy. Unbelievable. You know what? Let's go back to RMSG, our favorite stock. Come on, can we get a breakout here already? Can we get the boom skis? Can we get a boom skis here? Uh, hmm, hmm, hmm. 10. Okay. There we go. Can we get a boom skis, guys? Can we get a boom skis? There we go. Can we get a boom skis? Let's go. Let's go. Can we get a boom skis, guys? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Monies, monies. 132. If this thing holds up, we're gonna thrust. Thrust like Ravens, Ravens' wife isn't home. Let's go, let's go. Love it. Love it. uh what are you gonna do, virus? Do nice things, please. Nice things. Like green. Love it. Again, this was nice. The retest was nice. When we talked about the stock this morning, guys, it was look at this. Look at this base. That 90 cents area was so nice, honestly. So nice. Right? We've said this multiple times. The only time you buy a stock at the open or into the open is when it's consolidating or when it's breaking out. Can you see the consolidation on this one? I think if even if you close your eyes, you can see it. Close your eyes. Let me know what you see. What do you see? You see money, right? I know. I know. I know. Peter, you're done for the day? Okay, sounds good. Before the take my underwear. Have a wonderful day, Peter. See you later. Ready? See you later. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I like it. Uh, okay. Triple C. Virus, what are you doing to spy? Like you're wanting it to pump? Okay, if you're wanting it to pump, I approve this message. I need your help. Where's Joe? Uh is ALLO forming the golden pocket? No, the golden pocket is already formed, right? So it's not, yeah, it's already formed and it's already all the way down here at 340. So what it's doing, it's chilling in a demand zone here, right? Yeah. Uh, Okay, there we go. Yeah, so this is more so of a retest of the that 125 breakout, right? A retest, a retest. RECT is still looking very nice though. That 120 level was beautiful, beautiful, very beautiful, guys. I like when the charts are doing what they're supposed to do. Just do your job, and then obviously you can see the supply zone at 255 ish. Do your job. Let's do our job. Yeah. Game. Should I get RECT? I mean, if you wanted to get it, 220 would have been that level, right? 220 would have been your level. Not when we're approaching a red zone, resistance that we failed at quite a few times. You're like, should I get it now? Right? It can break out, but that's also how you end up getting your underwear taken from you. And then you're like, what happened? Mark is like, I don't know. Anyway, CMCT is curling back up. This curl up looks a lot nicer than it did the first time. Yeah. A lot better than it did the first time. Uh, only because virus, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Pull it up. Spy. Yeah. Like it's a double top, all like just from today, right? Yeah. So yes, like right at 680, which makes sense, right? Like 680 is going to be a big level. Yeah. Honestly, on any time frame, yeah. So that double top there, yeah, 680 is just a big psychological level. But it's so crazy how the market's green today, even with all the chaos, right? So I think the markets, I honestly, virus, I think they're gonna break. I think they're doing something. They're gonna break above that level. Yeah. So CMCT is slowly trying to break out here as well. So if it can break out at that level, actually, which it is already, it is already. There it goes, 84 cents. Let me test Trump text Trump to tweet war. Yeah, especially at the double top. Mm-mm, mm-mm. 85 pennies. Don't think we forgot about RMSG, guys. We haven't forgotten about our favorite stock already. It's just coming. It's just doing nice things. It's just coming back for a retest, right? We had such a hard time breaking out of this range. So when we break out of the range, we have to come back for the retest, right? So it's just slow. Maybe it's because we're not saying nice things to it anymore. This stock it loves the attention. Like, hey, come back, say some nice things to me. Say nice things. Say nice things. Yeah, see. As soon as we give it a little bit of attention, it starts giving us green candles. But then we go somewhere else, and then you go back, it's gonna be red. Attention. Loves attention. Yeah. No, spy for now is just sitting at that 680 there. So let's see if they're rejected. Anyways, we need another breakout, but nice retest. Yeah. Give it all the attention. Hey, RMSG, we like you. We like you a lot. And you've done a good job. So keep doing a good job, okay? Yeah? Okay. Now you can get back above $1.30. We would appreciate that. Instead of playing right below $1.30. You know, that would be very much appreciated. Okay. So whenever you're ready, we're not rushing you anymore because you've done a good job. Um, yeah, it's like as long as that $1 level holds Alvarez, it's definitely looking weak on a downtrend. So just make sure that $1 level holds. Alrighty. This one's still just playing RECT, right? It still looks good, but it's still just playing with that supply area, that resistance. Andrew, yes. Right. So yeah, this does look good though. So, but it does need to break out. RMSG is just coming back down to retest, right? See, as soon as we go away, it's like, oh my goodness, they're not giving me attention anymore. I'm gonna cry, and then slap back to the retest area. But yeah, this one, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. Then Peter's not gonna be happy. Peter's not gonna be happy. Wow. Brand new highs of the day. Damn. Beautiful. That's a nice push. You can see where that double top is at though, right? You can see that double top, close to like between 170 270 275. Ready? But that was a beautiful retest, guys. Right? This is what charts need to do, right? You obviously have resistance right there. When you break above that level, you come back and retest that level. Oh my days, such a beauty. And the break of the downtrend, such a beauty. It's like excellent, excellent. Yeah, excellent, beautiful. If you're still holding RECT, type yes in the chat. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding RECT. True, 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 true. Yes, 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 true. Nice, congratulations. I like that. I like it. I like it. Okay. There was a reason why RACT was the number one stock on the stream title this morning. But then SkyQ had to, yeah. Just be aware of the double top though. Okay. Let me take a look. Okay. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Can this thing break out already, or are we just gonna chill at this double top for a second? Let's go, Miss Tony. Well done. MNTS is doing good too. MNTS is one of those space stocks. Yeah, one of the space stocks like ASTS and SIDU, stuff like that. Stuff like that. Yeah, so they're rejecting this thing of the double top, right? So there's resistance here. The first time this thing popped, it failed at that level. So you always want to be cautious. It doesn't mean that it's going to fail. What happens sometimes is we get to this level and a select group of people are like, you know what, we're going to sell every double top, and they sell it. And then everybody else continues to sell and we crash all the way down, right? Or what happens is once those people are out, we get a nice little cup and handle and then we break out, right? So that's what you'd hope to see, right? A cup and handle, and then a breakout. Yeah. RMSG said, we're gonna come back down and retest the 50 and the uptrend, right? We're still in the 120s, right? So for most people, still nice and green on this. Alrighty, still nice and green on that. Yeah, SPY is gonna break out at this level, virus. It's gonna break that double top. We're manifesting. CMCT is creeping up again, brand new highs of the day. CMCT. So that's nice. Yeah, the price action is a lot better than it was earlier. A lot better. 90 cents, 91. Iran. Okay, I think Dan posted that news way earlier. Let me take a look. Iran is weighing entering. See again, honestly, I do, in like if this was such a big deal, if this was such a big deal over the weekend, like, are you sure this is actually coming from Iran? Uh, so apparently, this was the biggest obstacle, right? Proposal to end the war that would require abandoning enrichment, according to New York. Again, it's yeah, like who's going to the New York's time to, anyways, whatever. Making it difficult to reach out. Yeah, who knows? Anyways, CMCT looks good. Yeah, that looks good. Again, so this one got rejected off that double top, so good spot to be taking profits. Good job, Miss Tony. Well done. And then CMCT just going, yeah, it's going. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, no, the price action on this is really, really, really improved. Really improved. So congratulations, we got into this one. Hmm. Yeah, we talked about JTI last week, right? It looks like it's slowly creeping up there. Slowly, slowly. It needs a bit more volume, but it's slowly creeping up though. Yeah, crazy. Yep. Spies are slowly going back up again to that, slowly, 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 slowly. Come on, Spy, break out already. Virus, are you already in puts? Are you already in puts, Virus? Or if not, let's go boom skis then. Let's go boom skis. Break out of there. Love it. Red, I think you might have posted that in the wrong channel. You might maybe you wanted to post it in Stock General. Yeah, I like it though. I like it. I like it. There goes Spy. Spy is at brand new highs of the day. Right. So like I said, I think what's happening is the market clearly has a trend. Right. Like even though we're sitting at resistance levels, like we just broke above 680. Obviously not holding above it, but so it has more work to do before we can say, oh, it's ready to, keep flying. But the way the market's been recovering from all of this, it almost seems like, someone said, hey, this is the direction. Unless rockets fly, this is the way, you know? Okay, okay, some ice cream monies. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Yeah, maybe Trump is going to tweet again. You never know. Anyway, so RECT is still looking for that cup and handle, guys, right? So we can, curlies and go back up. That'd be nice. That would be nice. RMSG is still just chilling here at the 50 EMA. Not a whole lot happening there. Not a whole lot happening there. Yeah, that's the thing though. When it comes to war, honestly, no one's good, and it doesn't help anybody either. They're all criminals, skunk. All of them, all criminals. Every single one of them. Some people are more criminal than others, but All criminals. Yeah. And you're when you get a moment. No, again, I posted NBIS over the weekend, right? Yeah, in the in all the channels. This one's been a staple in, like, in my watch list for like weeks and weeks and weeks now, right? Just such a beauty, such a beauty. You can see all the lines, right? We've definitely been talking about this one for a long time now, especially in this area. Look at that, right? Look at that beautiful 75.80, and then $100 breakout, right? And then brand new high breakout, right? Like, this chart has been such an excellent, beautiful, like, just nice. Yeah, yeah, yep. All criminals. Oh Lord. So Benjamin is short, correct? And the stop loss is $3. Hmm. Lord have mercy. Some people have no shame, honestly. Some people. Do. Some people have no shame. Do, do. Uh, what's the last one? Interesting. NBIS. No, that this chart looks excellent. Winterfell. Yep. Come on, virus. Come on. Why do you not like nice things? RMSG is curling back up, right? Like I said, this stock is just annoyingly slow, but it still looks fine. It's holding that 50 EMA. Nice little consolidation here, right? Yeah. So we'll see what happens. Come on, RMSG. Get back to being our favorite stock. Yeah. Let's focus, guys. Let's focus. Less of this rubbish war stuff. Focus. I need you guys making monies here, and thrusting and saying boomskis. Focus. Yeah. We have no control over what these countries do. Focus. No. Yeah, spies being annoying. Being annoying. This one still needs a breakout too, though. The triple. Yeah. Yes. Focus, Conk. Focus. Make monies. Focus. You know what's crazy though is, like, with like, again, with evidence, without evidence, none of this matters. Whether you're right or wrong, none of it matters. Why? Because we have no control, right? We have no control over what these criminals are gonna do, and they're all bad. So yeah, no control. Focus. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, VRAX is. Did you get back in on VRAX, Raven? VRAX is a bit of a bounce there. A little bit. Yeah, RCT is still below that double top. This is why, again, it's so important to just take profits at resistance and then make a decision later on. You know, CMCT is still holding up well. That's not too bad. I know, right, Justin? We need something to go boom skis though. Yeah, CMCT is doing okay here. Can you RCT? What are you in at? What's your entry price? Yeah, when my concern for again, it's just sitting there. Like it's holding $1, which is fine. So hopefully some volume can come in at some point. Really needs that volume. Really, really needs that volume. Yeah, really, really needs the monies to come in there. Yep, exactly, street. Yeah, it doesn't really help us in any way. Doesn't really help us except for when we make monies. So we are in that way criminals as well. But yeah, yep. Which is sad though. I think we two things, like we want to have conversations, and those conversations make a difference. The sad part these days is conversations don't make a difference. They really don't make a difference at all. Um, you know, yeah. Right? I think those days where they said the people have the power. Yeah. Yeah, they forgot to tell you that the people are not us people. Those people, those people that we don't know about. Yeah, that's it. So some days somebody needs to tell you your voice doesn't matter. You know, sometimes you need to hear that. Sometimes someone needs to tell you that your voice doesn't matter. I'm kidding, by the way, but only half kidding. Like 10%, but still 10% is a lot. uh, yeah, I hear that from my wife. Ah, I knew it. Your voice doesn't matter. And then at the end, Dan, she's like, "So shut up," you know? Yeah. Anyways, no, exactly, virus, exactly. The issue though is that even when you try and educate those people, they're very confident in their opinion, even though it's media driven, that they're right, and then it ends up pissing you off, or it ends up causing a fight, a bigger issue, right? Yeah. So, anyways, no, skunk, exactly. It's just, yeah, yeah. Everybody wants to be right. I mean, that's one of the issues in the market, right? It's like sometimes you see a stock and you're like, dang, this stock doesn't look good. Like it's below it's not looking good. I should sell it. But you know what? Just because I'm in it, I want to be right. I think eventually it's gonna go up, and then you end up losing money, right? That's one of the biggest issues in the market, right? So, anyways, anyways, so we're bouncing off the 50 again here for RECT, trying to curl, trying. Up there you go, Jay. Come on now, right? Come on. Let me take a look. So we talked about Sky Q15 earlier this morning, right, at the open. Yeah, that $15 has kind of become, a nice little base now, right? So eat off the floor, right? Don't be catching stocks that are crashing. Like, look at this. How simple, like how simple do you want it? How simple do you want it? Right? E- Again, don't catch a stock that's falling like a knife, right? Harini, you were asking this question earlier on this specific stock, right? Well, eat off the floor, right? So we don't know what that number is going to be, but sometimes you just let it crash, and then consolidate, right? So if it can break back above $17, then SkyQ is back in business. Back in business. Let me take a look at SPY again here, Virus. What is it doing? Yeah, I mean, Virus. Yes, that definitely is you. You want to be right with SPY, even though SPY is telling you like, hey, the trend is up, right? Even with the bad news, we're still pushing up. No deal over the weekend, we're still pushing up. Brand new highs of the day. But it only takes one tweet though to go to the abyss. Yeah. Let's go, Joshy. Hello. How are you? All in, all in. Yeah. Yeah, I think just being on that downtrend there, just super weak. Yeah, Spy is looking good. So Virus knew this thing was again. We told you Virus, but Virus knew that. That's why it's only a small position, and Virus has a big position that will make him way more money than Spy going to 700. So that's not that big of a deal. But again, Spy just was just set up for a breakout. Set up for a breakout. Carlos, what's your position in RMSG? Let me know. Let's go, Josh. Yeah, I know it's been a good start to the week. Good start to the week. Let's hope we can continue. Look at that. Look at SkyQ, right? How beautiful is that? Where's Harini? Harini, did you get in? I hope you got in, right? I hope you got in. Yeah, REPL. Uh, made progress in the talks process with in on several issues. Okay, 1720. I like it. Right. Again, guys, eat off the floor. Right. Don't eat the food when it's hot. When the food is falling to the ground, let the food get on the ground and then you get on the ground. Be on the same level as the food. Right. Lay on the ground. Don't pick it up. Lay down flat on your belly. Don't use your hands. Use your mouth so you can eat the dust as well. But that's the best entry, right? Eat off the floor. Lick the floor, please. Exactly, right? Do you see that? Exactly. So again, this seems like we're joking. It seems like we're joking, right? But do you see this happening over and over again? Right? Do not buy stocks that are clearly giving you no signs of finding a base. Zero signs. Zero. Right? Whereas when we start to create that demand zone, the consolidation area, right? What starts to happen? You have a chance. You have an opportunity to make money only because it found a base, right? So again, yes, we're joking with these analogies, but you see it happening so often on these stocks. So often, right? Anyways. Anyways, look at the same thing for RMSG, right? That's the same thing we talked about this morning, right? Like, don't try and catch RMSG while it's crashing, right? Let it get on the floor, and it sat on the floor for like 30 minutes, an hour, and then all of a sudden, boom skis, boom skis, right? So, anyways, just saying, Spy is looking beautiful though. Are we surprised that Spy is pumping? No, it needs to keep pumping. We want to see 690, right? You know what I wish happened to you? I wish Bitcoin recovered just as good as Spy has, like recovered all those losses. You know, Bitcoin's uh, Bitcoin's waiting for the Clarity Act to be signed or something. Ayo, AKA, good morning. You did? You missed it? Yeah, that one's had a good morning. Dara, SAFX is looking good too. Yeah, it's looking very nice. There's some very good stocks today. Very good stocks. Very good stocks. Mm, yeah. You in, Marini? What are you in at? What's your entry price? Better not be 17. I will find you. I will find you. I know where you live. I really don't, but still. nice push. 16-13. Good job, Snipes. Good. Really, really. So this whole time we mentioned 15 how many times? You could see the demand zone, the holding, the bottom. You waited for right around the 200 EMA. Virus, have a wonderful rest of the day. See you later. What if it was consolidating on the ground, then under the ground? That's okay, Taha. The idea is that when you play with that, your losses are limited, right? Because you can simply just put a stop loss right below, right? You can easily put a stop loss right below. Makes your life so much easier. Cool. Yeah, a lot of these names are just kind of playing games for now. Uh, if you open an account with PropShop, or can you still trade with TradingView? So they're working on that TradingView platform. They said 2 weeks, so they're working on that. Yeah. So for now, you have to use their thing, but yeah, they're working on the exactly Winterfell. Exactly. If you're eating on the floor, you don't have too far to for it to drop. Exactly. Right. Yeah. Yep. Don't forget to smash a like, guys, if you haven't already. I would appreciate that. Please and thank you. Take a second, smash a like. Hit that subscribe if you're new to the channel. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click the link at the bottom of the chat there from Nightbot. Alrighty. Samuel, I'm not sure why that is. Yeah, I may use a different device or use a different browser or something like that. Alrighty, use something else. Yeah, and then if you need the link again, let me know. I'll send you the link. Okay, SkyQ, give us a higher low. Give us a higher low. RMSG is bouncing again off that $1.10, guys. Alrighty, so I mean the high of the day is 10 cents away. So as annoying as the stock is, clearly it's not dead yet, right? Super annoying though, because it just doesn't want to go. But yeah. What do you think about VRAX consolidating in this area? Eh, I think they could easily drop it all the way down to the golden pocket here, Kirsten. Also, it's below the 200 EMA, so I'm not the greatest fan of it. Maybe closer to the golden pocket, right? And again, there's two ways of consolidation, Kirsten, right? There's one consolidation where like you look at something like SkyQ, right, and you could see the candles getting smaller in the range, right? Whereas you look at a name like VRAX. Look at the size of those candles, right? So it can be a bit more dangerous. Tinky Pinky, Tinky Pinky. Really? You signed up for the level that said sold out, even though you asked and we said, hey, really sold out. Like that's the only level. Tinky, when I think of Tinky Pinky, you know what I think of? I think of kindergarten. I think of like kindergarten and kids running around being useless. Why? Because they have nothing better to do. Tinky Pinky. Who calls themselves Tinky Pinky? Who? Of all the names you could think about, Tinky Pinky. You know what else Tinky Pinky reminds me of? This.
NUTELLA.
What's the word? That's the word. You know, that's what that reminds me of. Tinky Pinky. Who does that? So you read the thing and it said sold out, do not buy. Sold out, do not buy. And you sat there and you said, "Hey, my name is Tinky Pinky. I love peanut butter." And then that's the level I want to buy. Really? Of all the things you could do.
Don't buy the sold out level. It's not available. That's why it says sold out. Duh. I can't make it any plainer. Stop being a bonehead.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyways, congratulations. Okay? Congratulations. Anyways, it is holding that level though, Kirsten, right? So, but the candles are like, it's not really, like it's like you can see like the volatility of the candle is a bit dangerous. Once a day, Robert. Once a day. Now Rim is just waiting for the thrust. I don't understand. They think it's a discount, It's a discount. Yeah, just a discount. Tinky, we're kidding, by the way. Hopefully you're a good sport. And go back to the same link and upgrade already to a level that doesn't say sold out. Cool, cool. Yeah, Justin, I know, right? Anyways, uh what a mean group. You know what's funny is Dan didn't say that before. He waited till the roast was done, and then he's acting as if he's not a part of this mean group. Yeah, yeah. Tell a tubby, Tiffany. Tell a tubby. You know how they turn around in a circle and then fall down? Yeah, that's exactly Tinky Winky Pinky. Unbelievable. Yeah, Teletubbies. Yeah, yes. Ah, unbelievable. No, that's okay, Tinky. You also were supposed to like the multiple memberships, right? Some of them are sold out, so you have to read and select the one that offers you what you're looking for. And for now, there are really only two. And again, whenever we share the link, we say please don't sign up for the level that says sold out. Why? Because it says do not buy. No. Yeah, so just go back to the same link, Tinky, and then just upgrade, and then you'll be okay. Alrighty. We just like roasting. That's all. This one still looks interesting. ALMU. It needs to break out as well, though. Ah, why? I just had a feeling that Dan was gonna do something stupid. I just had a feeling, Tiny, I just had a feeling. Tiny whiny. Really? Really? Come on, guys. Just pretend you don't see Dan's comment in the chat. The more you say stuff, the more he's gonna do it again. Please don't say anything. Just keep quiet. Unbelievable. I have nothing to say. Honestly, nothing. Nothing to say. Dan, thank you for the super chat. Thank you. That's it. That's all I have to say. That's it. Do you guys see why I like roasting people? Do you see why? Because when it's my turn, I definitely get roasted. You know? Yeah, definitely. So when it's my turn to roast somebody else, you know I'm not gonna go easy on them, right? Yes, Dad. Yes, you do. Ah, unbelievable. Uh, yeah. Red. No, for sure, for sure. Yeah, Spine's just going back and forth for now. I think it's just waiting for something else. I think the headline I'd like to see next is yeah we've made a deal or something, or we're making progress. How did Pakistan become like the police, the middle ground police, the person that's making how the US is actually traveling to Pakistan. That's very powerful, very powerful. At least someone's doing it, though. At least someone's doing it. Otherwise, you never know where these idiots would be. Anyways, that's enough. Ah. Oh, really? There's a shirt now? Did Peter make one? Oh my goodness. Let's go. Oh no, that was that's funny. Ah, unbelievable. That's good. I like that. Saf? I hope not. I hope not. I don't think so. Yeah. Pakistan was fighting with India, so and Netflix in the hotel room, yeah, they did something, Dan. And so Trump won't nuke it. Yeah, yeah. How does a country like Pakistan like? Huh? It's crazy, 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 crazy. Anyways, honestly, um, crazy. Yeah, I know all of these countries are suspicious. None of them are good. All criminals. DEVS. DEVS. TPET is moving like a snail, probably, Desmond. Yeah, like those candles are so suspicious, though. So suspicious. When you see candles like this, you can tell there's a specific group pumping this. When you see stuff like this, you're like, someone's behind this. There's nothing else other than someone trying to pump the stock. Right? Kirsten, you see the issue with this, right? Like the candles are so wild, you can't really trust the consolidation yet, right? Can't trust it yet. Why is everything looking so stupid now, right? CMCT, nice base, right? Nice little base on this one, but damn, we need some like proper price action here. Yeah, you can tell someone's trying to pump BANL as well. Someone's trying to pump it. Yeah, I drop. Yeah, DLXY. Yeah. Nice, nice push though. Very nice push. Oh, by the way, is the alert live yet, Kirsten? Uh, I think that alert is coming. Yeah, I think that's what Rob was working on this weekend. Uh, yeah, yeah, that's what Rob's working on this weekend. No, I just yeah. So the next thing that's coming for the algo, well, two things which are really cool, really really cool, right? One is a lot of you guys don't like these other lines, like you don't like the fib levels, right? You want the ability to turn that off, right? And then just leave the golden pocket. So then that's going to be one of the updates. And then another update would be to let you know when the price is in a golden pocket, right? So then that's going to be very cool. So then you can wake up in the morning and look at your favorite stocks and say, "Hey, let me know when these stocks are all in the golden pocket on this specific time frame," and then you're gonna get that alert, you know, which is gonna be nice. So cool stuff. Yeah, right. So yeah, very very cool. So for example, like if you like VRAX this morning, right? You're like, hey, just let me know when VRAX gets to the golden pocket, please, right? And then VRAX crashes, gets to the golden pocket, it's consolidating, boom, skis, easy money, easy money. When's the next trading view sale? Probably the next like public holiday. They seem to do a sale like every big holiday, Easter, Black Friday, Boxing Day, Cyber Monday, all those, Thanksgiving probably. I don't know when the next holiday is. Yeah, Mario. Yeah, so that's what Rob was working on this weekend. So that is very cool. Yeah, so constantly, the algo is constantly getting worked on. CMCT really wants to break out there, doesn't it? Hmm. Oracle. It's a nice pump. So that news came out now. So U.S. blockade of Iran activated in Strait of Hormuz is now in effect with over 15 warships deployed in the Middle East, according to senior U.S. officials. La 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 la. Uh, yeah, interesting. Okay, well, so what does that mean though? I know some of you guys have done more research. What does that mean? That the ships can go through, or they're not letting any ships go through? What are they trying to do there? What are they trying to accomplish with that blockade? They slapped it. Yeah, they said take your downtrend and go away. Take your downtrend and go away, please. Yeah. Oh, that's what they're doing. Okay. So instead of protecting the ships and getting them through, you can see why all these countries are criminals, right? You know who benefits a lot from that if no ships get through? Yeah, the people that sell oil. Who are those people? Anyways. Anyways, yeah. So again, this is why they're all criminals. Yeah, exactly, right? So yeah, no one's innocent in war. No one. Yeah. Yep. Well, again, hopefully they make a deal and we can move on. I think that's what we all want to see. Yeah, there we go. CS. Hold it down. Yeah, like they're gonna let. Yeah. Let's go, Allo. You did, Perry. Congratulations. Yeah, of all the names, Perry was the Perry. Not Perry. Allo was the most suspicious one because of that huge float, right? Once the market opens and people realize, like, hey, that float is this, it becomes very suspicious. Congratulations, Perry. Good job. Beer in the morning. My goodness, that's a good way to start the week. It means you made some nice monies. Uh, Solomon? What's your position in RMSG? Let me know. What's your position? Yeah. Yep. Yep. Exactly. Winterfell. That's what Dan does when he goes out for breakfast. Yeah. Then he only tells us, anyways. Yes. Yes. Come on, CMCT. Break out. Break out. Break out. Stop playing with us. You don't drink that early? Yeah. No. I know. Coffee. SkyQ is still just holding up, right? Harini, so hopefully you're still okay with that position there. Still okay. Yeah, the market's definitely got a little bit annoying here. A little bit annoying. Yeah, everything just seems to be going sideways for now. Does it have a catalyst? It does not. It does not have a catalyst. This is just retail vibes, Chris, which is okay too, though. But yeah, definitely just retail vibes. Retail vibes. And look at that CMTT, same thing, right? Like it just goes up to the supply zone and then reject it. Looks like RECT is coming back though. That's a nice pop. That's a really nice pop. Yeah. So this demand zone has been really good. I like when there's like layers of a demand zone, it tells you how strong that level is. Right? So RECT with a nice pop there. Nice pop. So maybe this one can break out and then take us to the moon. That would be nice. RECT. Love it. Intel is another one that's slowly done okay. Slowly. Okay, give us something. Give us a breakout. Yeah, no, again, Solomon, let me know where your position is. All right. Instead of saying is the stock dead, what's your position here? Because it's not dead if it's going to stay above $1. If it stays above $1, it's not dead. If it breaks below $1, then yeah, maybe. Ready? Then yes, maybe. Oh, it does. When Boomskis, that's yeah. Let's go, Tiffany. Finally, 70 in Michigan, going to do some yard work. See you in Discord. Okay, sounds good. Tiffany, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the yard work. Sounds like a good, way to make the monies and then, yeah, go outside and do some yard work. Sounds like a very good day. Enjoy, Tiffany. See you later. So there's a post in Discord that says NVIDIA reports. So NVIDIA is trying to buy a PC focused company in a deal. It says could reshape the PC and server landscape. Interesting. No targets named. There's no confirmation. Interesting. Okay. NVIDIA. I wonder who that is. Who are they going to acquire? Okay, sounds good. RTR. Have a wonderful day at your new job. Alrighty. See you later. Have a wonderful first day. A wonderful first day. Okay, can something break out, Dan? Do some magic. Do some magic, Dan. RMSG is slowly curling up the 200 EMA. So again, is it dead? No, it's not dead. Right? Does it have work to do? Yeah, it does. Has lots of work, just like every other chart we're looking at, honestly. Right? This is the third time we're testing that line again, and it's failing at 270 RECT. Yeah, just chop all over the place, Dan. All over the place. These momentum stocks are looking for a breakout. The large caps are looking for some good news. Everything is looking for something. Something. But yeah, no, this morning was good. Pre-market was good. We're just waiting for the next wave. Raven's wife must be home. Raven, is your wife home? Raven's wife must be home. Yup. Yeah, there it is. Kirsten, do you see why we didn't trust this thing? Right? Do you see why? Right? Because it definitely looked like it could come down to the golden pocket. So now it's back to the golden pocket. At the same time, when you see stuff like this is not consolidation, right? That's when those candles are long like that, oof, it's scary. It could go either way, right? So just a bit of a lesson, right? To learn as time goes on. Raven, oh Lord. We moved back to the camper, and I'm in the camper, and I sent her out into the barn to work, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Tell your wife she can stay home all the time in, like, in the summer, right? When the markets are usually slow. But now, hot markets, she needs to go to work. She needs to get out of the entire area. You bring her some food. Uh what the hell was that? Iran declares maximum combat alert. Yeah, anyways, yeah. Anyways, they'll figure it out. She has to. Raven, that's okay. That's okay. We will cook with or without your wife. We'll cook. That's okay. We might have to bribe her though. He just doesn't get it. See, if this was Dan's wife, I think we'd say we have no hope, because Dan's wife would whoop him, and say, "Dan, go sit in the corner. I'm staying home. You go outside." At that point, Raven's wife is a little bit nicer. She understands. She leaves the house. She calls the market makers. We make monies. Dan's wife, mm-mm. I hope so too, Mario. I hope so too. Yeah, no, VRAX is really trying to hold up the golden pocket there. Trying to. And RECT is still the closest to resistance here. So let's hope we can do something. Do something. No, no, no. I'm not saying. I'm saying your wife is nice. Raven's wife is nice, sir. But your wife is nice, Dan. No, I didn't say that. I never said that. I never said your wife is mean. I said your wife is nice. Raven's wife is nicer. But your wife is very nice, though. Yeah, like very, very nice. Yeah, she's almost the bestest. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Lord have mercy. Yes, Dan's wife scares me. No, I never said that, SB. Nothing. Uh, SB just likes violence. Violence. Never met a Canadian that likes as much violence as SB. Come on, Jay. I'm saying nice things about Dan's wife. uh, you're back to VRAX, golden pocket. Okay, yeah, it is holding that golden pocket. I wonder if Kirsten is back in there with you, Raven. See, a golden pocket VRAX. The question is, will it hold? Will it hold? Yeah, will it hold? Crispy. What about that? Will it hold? Hopefully it does. What's your question for this one here for CMTT? Nothing's really changed with that stuff. Nothing's changed with this one. Nothing's changed here. Nothing's changed here. The stocks are all annoying at this point. All of them, all annoying. Even VRAX is annoying. So let's see if it holds that level though. Yeah, this level is going to be very important. Very, very important. The markets are just confused, honestly. Just extremely confused. Up, down, up, down, up, down. At least some of the tech stocks are looking really good though. So at least the tech stonks. Dawn says, keep coaching us. Every little tidbit of information you to us will no, exactly. I agree. Yeah, Dawn, I love it. Yeah, that's why, like, I don't mind being repetitive. We're gonna talk about bottom feeding every single day on this stream, because it takes a while for you to finally understand it, and also at the same time, like, we do repetitive stuff every day, right? When we show up tomorrow, we're going to have a list of different stocks. We're going to try and apply the same concepts, right? So it's just the same repetitive stuff, right? So it just takes a while for your brain to catch up to some of these things we talk about, which is fine, right? Because there's money involved. Once there's money involved, there's emotion, and you don't quite, yeah. So being repetitive in the market is what you want to, so yeah. Your iPad died. Yeah, we were saying, hey Kirsten, look at this level. This is what we were waiting for, right? Did you get in on the golden pocket, or you're just waiting for now? Do better. Do better. Yeah. Okay, what else? What else? 1570. Okay, good. See, this is why we didn't trust that, that's not consolidation, that's suspicious price action. Yep. I think the only question is, will the volume come in though, so it can push back up, or are people tired of it coming back down? That is the only question now. True. Looks like CMCT is trying to hold the demand zone as well. The stock is all over the place though, all over the place. Hmm. Okay. DLXY with a nice little bounce. A nice little bounce here. Let's see if it can break out, because it looks like it wants to. Yeah, looks like that was a nice bounce off the view out there. Yeah, so then like 85 cents would be the resistance on this thing. Not bad. Not bad at all. Here we go. 85 is still rejecting. Three, two, one, and go. And go. And thrust. And thrust. And 85 cents and 86 cents and 87 cents. There we go. See? It's working. It's working, guys. The vibes are working. Come on. Three, two, one. Anyways. 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 I like that bottom of the chart there. It just needs to get above the 200 EMA though. That we've talked about this in the past. That ADUR stock, it's more of a mid cap, swing play, right? ADUR. That chart looks nice. It just needs it's sitting at the 50 and the 200 though on the way up. So like 1120 needs to break through that. Yeah, not bad. So again, RMSG is still holding up the bottom, guys. So if you're wondering if this is dead, it's not dead. It's stupid, but it's not dead, right? Still holding the $1 level. So as long as it stays above that level, not dead. This one is gaining some nice volume, which is good. And SkyQ is still fighting here, so not dead either, right? So a whole bunch of names that are just trying. Yeah, Amy. Yeah, it's actually. Yeah, look at that thing go. It's like, hey, I'm back, guys. I'm back. Yeah, no, super annoying, but yeah, it's holding that 200 EMA, the demand zone. So many good things there, right? $1 psychological level. So yes, VRAX is still holding the golden pocket, right? So still okay. So just annoying price action all around, but still there's still opportunities. Uh yes, Mike, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. No, the market's one of those things where you need to hear something a million times before you're like, hey, I understand it. And even then you still have work to do. Three, two, one, and thrust. Yep. uh, but seriously though, why is it so slow now? Why is it so slow? So slow. Very, very slow. Okay. Yeah. Let me, Rob. Yeah. Let me take a look at Microsoft. Let me take a look at MSoft. Did anybody buy the dip on Microsoft? Anybody? Even Microsoft is like, hey, yeah, it's a nice little bounce on Microsoft. Yeah, not bad. Microsoft has been beat down so much though, like so beat down. Now, like this level at the bottom here, pretty nice. You know, pretty nice. Yeah. So some cash secured puts on that for Jericho and crew would have been nice too. Ah, yes, finally. It's halted up, by the way. It's halted up. It's halted up. It's halted up. It's halted up. We're back. Let's go. Right. So again, are people going to keep asking, is it dead? Is it dead? No, it's not dead. We are back. Let's go. Love it. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding RMSG. Type yes in the chat if you're still holding this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful gem of a beast. The previous high was 134, so we're very close, right? Yeah. And what? No, we need to break above that previous high and then we can thrust for Raven, Yeah. $300, Peter. Good job. Yeah. No, this was good. This was good. It basically came down to that same area, right? Same level. So sometimes we just get impatient with these stocks and we're like, hey, we need this thing to go, but like there's nothing negative about it, right? But still looking there you go, Alex. Yeah, very nice. Just make sure you scale out on the way up, right? Because these candles, as nice as these candles are, guys, I hate these candles. Like when a stock goes from this price all the way to there with one candle, it's stupid. It's annoying, right? Like those candles are really, really, really annoying. So it needs to like break, on halt and actually close that candle above that level, and then we can go from there. So it's gonna be yeah. So if you have a massive position, 5 minutes, Apata, 5 minutes. That's Winterfell's job. That's Winterfell's job. And is VRAX still holding the golden pocket, guys? Like it's in there like swimwear. As soon as we set that, it said, let's drop a little bit, but it's still trying. Right? So the golden pocket was a better level than anywhere else. Yeah. Come on, Winterfell. Yep. There you go. Yeah. So 45.54. What I like about this stock is that this has been the one that a lot of you guys have been in today, right? This was probably the favorite stock coming into the open. Yeah. And then it's given some nice opportunities. Well, the next level is still that level, right? It's still this level here that we failed at last time. So you're looking for $1.34 basically, which it most likely will pop above that level, hopefully. And then you're looking for $1.50. Right? The most important thing here, though, is that we break out above that level, and then hold it. If not, we're just going to slide back down again. So the price action is going to be interesting. That's why I don't like that it just exploded and then halted up. So that's yeah. Okay, love it. Good entry, and good entry. I like it, Alex. Well done. Yeah, I like all three. I like the entry for all three as well. So as long as you don't go red on any of those names, Alex, I like it a lot already. As long as you don't go red on any of them, I like it. If you go red, I will find you and take away your computer and your password. Just so you know. Ready? Okay. Give us the on hold. You got in at 88 cents. 88 cents. Well done. High five. No, he won't. No, he won't. Yes, I will. I'll change your password. So yeah, we should be on halting here soon, and then see what happens. See if that candle can close above. If we're holding above $1.35, $1.34, you should be okay, right? But if we're struggling, then you might want to close that position, especially if you're hitting that daily goal, which I think you are, and you're happy with it. Yeah. So there it is. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So the most important thing here is holding above that 134, and then you're looking for 150. Alrighty. So looking good. We know we're gonna come back and test that 134. Like it has to happen, right? Whether you like it or not. So if we can keep holding these candles though, then we're looking for $1.50 here next. Cool. Here we go, right? So we're basically coming back to retest that level. So whether you like it or not, we have to play around with 134. And then if we can find a way to hold these candles above that level, we're going to 150. Good job, Winterfell. Good scalp. So we're just playing games. I like the way it's holding up though. I like it, right? Sometimes these stocks on hold and then immediately flush back down, which is annoying. So it's a little bit nice here. The next two candles are going to be important. So this candle closed, and then this candle that just opened. So these are going to be the telling signs here. But we are looking good though. We're looking very good. Looking very nice. Obviously, you guys know what that golden candle means. So again, it really depends where these candles decide to close at. He knows better. Yes. Come on, push, push, push. Push, push, push. Yeah, no, this talk has been beautiful today. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go, Winterfell. Well done. I like it. Yeah, it's a nice little dip and a nice little pop. Come on. They're just chilling right there, you know? They're like, but there's a golden candle. I don't care. Pump it. I don't care. Pump the damn thing. Stop being shy. There we go. There we go. There we go. I don't care. Pump it. Come on now. Yeah. There we go. Okay. This level is going to be interesting. So just be careful. Close to $1.50 here. Be careful because a lot of people like selling close to $1.50 here. Ready? But it looks good. Does it look good? Yeah. Man the cannons. Enemies in sight. Ready? Aim. Fire at the shorts. Fire at the shorts. Come on. There we go. 146. Ready? Aim. Fire. 148. There we go. Come on now. Love it. The enemies are running. They're defending 150. Ready? Aim. Fire. There we go. Come on. Everybody. Pick up a sword. Pick up a sword. Pick up a cannon. Something. Pick up a rock. A tomato. Something. Throw it at the shorts. But again, we know 150 is resistance. So just keep that in mind. $1.50 is resistance. Alrighty. A lot of people like selling at $1.50. So yeah. Surprise, surprise, no. That 150 level is a pretty big issue. So okay. MJ? Okay, yeah. No, that makes a lot of sense. Let's go, Colonel. Well done. $600? Well done. That was a good scalp. Well done. Yeah, right. A lot of people are gonna sell around $1.50. It doesn't mean that the stock is dead. You just have to be careful. Yep. Yeah, exactly. MJ, you never forget. Yeah. Yeah. A tomato, remind me never to fight you. Yes, I'll bring a basket of tomatoes then. Basket of tomatoes. Right? Again, just because the stock is selling off from $1.50-ish doesn't mean that it's dead. People are gonna take profits, which you're gonna see a bit of a retracement, right? So yeah. Yes. Still okay. Yeah, so that 150 level again, right? So if we can retest this 134 level and then curl up that level, that would be nice. That would be nice, and then we can go from there. Still, and then I'm gonna make sure that that is perfect. Yeah, there we go. Yes, tomato fight. Come on now, push, push, push. 140. VRAX is still playing games in that golden pocket, isn't it? Like it's just being annoying there, which is fine. SkyQ is also still just kind of consolidating, trying to curl, blah blah blah. Right? RECT, same thing. Like it's just nothing is dead. They're all being annoying, but they all have potential though. Right? RECT, that's a nice base. Over and over again, it's bouncing off this base. So if you're scalping this thing today, you're probably making some nice monies. You know, over and over and over again, which is good to see. Good job, Kirsten. Yeah, it's not again just a green trade, right? Yeah, I don't want to play exactly. That's okay. You did good. La, 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 la. There we go, RMSG. There we go, right? There we go. Just a healthy looking chart. Okay, now we need to break through $1.50 here. Break that wall. Break that wall. What? Break that wall. Break that. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Let's see. Intervention for foreign powers would escalate the crisis. It's still no, 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 no. Yeah, I don't know. That's why the markets are just kind of going back and forth like that, and just sitting flat because the market's like, come on, guys, figure your rubbish out so we can move on. I know, right? We need to break out and halt up, and then and then we can thrust 145. 145. Look at RECT, guys. Look at that, right? Like look at that chart. Isn't that a nice looking chart? Right? Like you can scalp this thing all day today. Demand zone, supply zone, demand zone, supply zone, demand, usually 95%. Demand zone, supply zone, like it goes up and then back down and then back up and then back down. You just have to not get greedy and yeah. There we go. Here comes 150, guys. RMSG, that thing said, please, I want to go. Please. Please. Again, is this the best looking stock right now? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Let's go, let's go, let's go. The gem of the day, 153. Brand new highs of the day, 154, 155. Okay, halt it up. The people need some exercise. Halt up. Come on, keep going. There we go. Boom skis, 157. Oh my days. Oh, 158. There's a bit of a supply zone there, like 158, but that's not a big of a deal. 150, 162, guys. Oh my days. Oh my days. Oh my days. There we go. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's get some exercise going here. Let's get some exercise going. Like where are the beats? Come on, party people. I know you can feel the your hips moving. Come on. Come on. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Go, 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 go. To the left, to the right, to the left, to the right, to the window, to the wall. Screw, screw. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Come on. Go, 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 go. Come on. Make money, get naked, and what? And thrust. Make money, get naked, and what? And thrust. To the window, to the wall, to the window, to the wall. And what? And thrust. Come on, party people. I don't care what you're doing right now. I need you to stop it. Put those hands up to the sky, please. Stop whatever you're doing. Work meeting, dentist appointment, grocery store. Look at Spider-Man. Put those hands up. Come on. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. And what? And thrust. Come on. Let the beat drop. 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 Drip. Drop. Drip. Drop. Let's go. Go, go. Go, go. Go. See, we're thrusting and the stock is pumping. Keep thrusting, please. Go. 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 And what? And thrust. Let's go. Look at this, guys. We thrusted the damn stock to brand new highs of the day. Come on. Where else can you make monies and exercise? And let me get a brand new playlist going here first though. Before we let's go, let's go, let's go. What a beautiful stock today. Look at that. Unique. You up $3,500. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's go. I like it. I'm gonna zoom out and look at the daily in a second here. I just want to see what these candles do. And yeah, let me take a look. Yeah, you can see that there's a little bit of resistance here, like 165, like 165, 170. Why? Because you can see the last run, right? You see the last run right here, the last two runs. This level was a bit of a problem, but also like initially. So this entire area here has been interesting. Yeah, you can look at that. Actually, look at that. Look at that. The further back you go, the more you see it. The further back you go, the more you see it, right? So yeah, so 165 to 170 is probably the biggest resistance so far that we've looked at today. So again, keep scaling out, keep moving those stop losses higher. Alrighty, stop. Sometimes you wonder why these stocks are stalling at a specific level, and then you're like, oh yeah, virus is gonna go thrust and then come back, Ah, yeah. Virus is still thrusting. Uh, love it. Welcome to Legends, Tinky. Welcome, 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 welcome. Oh, you guys are funny. Ah, love it. Love the thrusting. That's your favorite gift, Miss Tony. That's your favorite gift. The thrusting gift. Yeah, you see how that stock is getting rejected at that price, right? So yeah, that level was always going to be difficult. So just profit taking. Alrighty. Tinky, welcome to the community. Alrighty. Let me get you an invite link here to join us in Discord. So click this link and then follow the steps in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty. So click that link at the bottom of the chat, Tinky, and then follow the steps. If you have any questions, watch the onboarding video, and then we'll see you in Stock General. But yeah, you can see the stalling, right? A little bit of stalling right below major resistance, and then people are taking profits. So all of this is healthy, right? This is not the first time we've gone up and then dipped. Exactly, Winterfell. So the retest of some sort, Yeah, yeah. $1.50 is very close, but yeah, $1.50 would be that first retest. Cerveza says, first time I've been on your channel, love it. Welcome to the community. We like to make monies, but we also like to have fun, Yeah. So when we're joking around, just know that nothing is pumping. Because when it's time to make monies, we focus. We focus right away. Focus. Good job, Greg. Well done. I like those scalps, Greg. I like that. Good job. Yeah. It's nice to see people make progress, Very nice. Very, very nice. I like it. Let's go, Jay. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. So this 150 is our first retest spot, as Winterfell mentioned. We're gonna need a bit more consolidation here, though, just for confidence. Alrighty. So let's see if we can hold $1.50 and then curl. Looking at some of the other names, everything else looks like garbage. Everything else looks like garbage. Well, RECT is just playing games, but it's been going back and forth in the same range. So at some point, maybe that thing will run. VRAX is being stupid. So Kirsten, good job on taking those little tiny profits. Rubbish. So again, RMSG has been the best stock, right? We've said this from the very beginning. Who's the bestest of them all? RMSG has been the best stock today. Best. Let's go, AKA. Good job. Yeah, because it's holding above the 200 EMA there, so it has work to do. See you in Discord, KV. What's the deal, Trader Jojo? It's been a really good stock, right? The price action's been very good today, so it's been, it's been very good. So that's the deal. Just very good price action. If you made monies in RMSG today, type yes in the chat. If you made monies in RMSG, type yes in the chat. Justin, give me a high five. Let's go. Well done. Yeah, well done. I like that. If you made some monies in RMSG today, type yes in the chat. I think everybody should have made monies on this stock. Yeah, there we go. Everybody made monies in this. And if you didn't, it's probably because you were playing with AMC. Winterfell? Yes. Criminal. Wow, virus. Luna, are you going to take this? Oh, my days. Brian, 33%. Good job. Good job. Twice. Good job. Damn. Searching for ways to. Okay. Yeah, Trader Jojo, good job. You made monies without knowing what the deal was. I like that. That's how you know you're a criminal. You don't need to know why the stock is pumping. You just need to know that it's performing well and make monies. There we go. Look at that beautiful bounce, right? Beautiful bounce of the 150 retest. No, 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 no. It's funny to go back and look at all those gifts you guys were spamming while we were thrusting. Yep. I love it. So yeah, $1.50 retest. Nice little bounce for now. If we can get back above $1.60, then it will reclaim that momentum. So for now, the $1.50 is nice, but I don't think we can, we still need to reclaim $1.60 just to get excited again. Yeah. So we'll see. Give us boomskis. Give us boomskis. Also, again, don't forget to smash the like, guys. I know a whole bunch of you guys haven't yet, right? A whole bunch of you haven't smashed a like yet. So take a second. I would appreciate that. Take a second and smash a like if you haven't. Hit that subscribe if you're new. And if you're not a member yet and you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat there from Virus Nightbots. Alrighty, click this link. Sign up for one of those levels that do not say sold out. Alrighty, and come join us. RMSG is up 240%, by the way, right? So let me take a look. Alrighty, so RMSG is up 240%. When was the first time this stock was posted in Discord this morning? The first time, okay? The first time this was posted in Discord this morning. Let's take a look. I'm just gonna go back and search. Like the first alert. Na 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 na. The first alert came through at 446. 446. The stock was below $1, obviously, right? So the first alert was posted in Discord this morning at 446. Let's go back to 446. And then there's been a whole bunch after that, right? So 446, 446, the first alert was, where is it? 446. 446 is this candle right here, right? So basically the breakout right there. So breakout and then the retest, right? So look at that. That was 60 cents, by the way. 60 cents, guys, to $1.60. $1.66. We're pumping now, right? So again, if you're not a member yet, you're missing out. Missing out. From 60 cents to $1.70 almost. That was a long time ago. This is like, look at this. Look at this, guys. Look at this beautiful retest. Like how sexy do you want to try to be before you're like, hey, how sexy do you need a chart to be, guys? How beautiful do you want a chart to be? Look at this, right? $1.50 retest, a breakout and a retest, and boom skis, right? So we know there's resistance between 165 and 170, right? 165, 170. So that's your next resistance. I know, right? X-Men. Let's get to $2 and then we can start thrusting again. Yeah, love it, love it, love it. Again, is this the bestest stock? Did we say nice things to this stock today? Right? We said some nice things. I think the stock fell in love, It's like, I love the hot trades community. Let me give them some monies. Let me give the monies. Yeah. The bestest. This was an easy one today, Greg. Look at that. Look at that. Look at Greg. Greg is saying it's an easy one today. I'm very proud of you. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Good job. Meanwhile, the credit card currently active. Target Visa. Yeah, that doesn't help us. Perfect. Look at this, guys. I'm really like, how many of you guys played that retest? Type yes in the chat if you played the breakout retest. Type yes in the chat if you got in at 150 and then took profits on the way up. Right? This is why we say, education is more important than anything else. Pat, I know you took it. Winterfell took it, right? Greg took it. Look at this, right? So this is why we focus on education rather than telling you buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here. No, right? Educate yourself. Educate yourself, right? Breaking out and retesting is one of our favorite strategies, isn't it? Right? So this is why I like our community, because we educate. You want to know why you're doing the things you're doing, not just saying, but Blaze said to buy at 150. Oh my gosh, what happened? Right? You know exactly why you're buying at 150. Because when that level is resistance, they're going to use that as support, especially if it's consolidating. And here we go again for 165. Letter from NASDAQ. How is that they after such news to push it to comply? Potentially, Wada. Yeah. Potentially. Yeah. Yep. So they need to stay above $1 for like 10 days or whatever the number is. Love it. Greg, love it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. We have another new member, or I think Oh, just upgraded. Yeah. So, Tahira, welcome to the community, Tahira. Welcome, 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 welcome. Alrighty, welcome to the community. This is your Discord invite. So click that link and then follow the instructions in the Getting Started channel. Alrighty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Love it. Yeah. By the way, again, just so you guys know, RMSG is still number two. Number two on the stream title. It's still working. So we're still gonna be superstitious. Yeah. I know, right, Jules? Yeah. No, so we zoomed out, right, guys? We zoomed out and we know why the stock is failing at $1.65, right? $1.65, $1.70. It's not like we're just making this up, right? We know that when we look at the daily chart, right? We look at the daily chart and we go to the left-hand side, we see that this level is a pretty big deal, right? Like months and months and months and months, this whole area has been a pretty big deal. 165 to 170. Like this level was pretty big support, right? Pretty big support. This stock before was like 165 and then pump, 165 pump, 170 pump. And then once they broke it below that level, it became it became resistance. So now that it's coming back up, we know that level is going to be a problem. So if we can break above that level, 170, and hold that level, oh, straight to $2. Just send us to $2, just send it. But this level is going to be a big deal for resistance. But again, you want to know why we're talking about that level. Not just because I said so, because, alrighty? So we always want you dependent on data, right? Not anybody's opinion, not anybody in Discord, not my opinion, data, right? Understand why you're doing the things you're doing. That's gonna. Let's go, Sandra. Late to the party, dentist appointment, but you got in. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. U.S. pushes 20-year Iran enrichment freeze as talks stall. La, 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 la. So they're trying to freeze them for 20 years. La, 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 shorter time frame. Iran countered with a much shorter time frame. Huh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, at least they're making progress, I guess. That's why the market isn't crashing, I think. It's just chilling in the middle, It's like, hey, they're actually making progress. Let's go. Wada, I agree. I agree. So again, you can see why we're failing at that 165, guys. It's not just a coincidence, right? But let's hope we can continue to stay above $1.50, and then go from there. Social media, hype and vibes. Yeah, yeah. 153, 154. You can do it. You can do it. Lost in space. You made some monies today. Give me a high five. Well done. Let's go. Teamwork makes the dream work. When the people come together, we this is where we can make a difference, right? Not in politics, not in Iran and blah blah blah. We talk about it just in terms of like updates. This is where we can make a difference, right? I know, street technical analysis is like the sexiest thing ever. Sexiest thing ever. But yeah, like this is where we can make a difference as a community, learning from these patterns we see and blah blah blah, helping each other out. you know in turn, someone's made a little bit of money that's going to help them with their life, right? This is what matters, right? Helping in, not just yeah. Not politics. Politics is not going to help any of us any day, anytime soon. So yeah. Ah, Dan. Unbelievable. 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 Yeah, at the very least, we're holding this 150, so I like that. We just need another higher low. Virus definitely has. That's something Virus would say. Uh, Velo. Velo has been a really nice stock off like the bottoms. As long as you're not like rushing with Velo, or like, you wait for the right price. Yeah. Yep, exactly, Winterfell. If we break and we close below $1.50, then we might go back and retest the 50 at least or something. So this 150 level is really important. What's even more important is breaking above the top of the range, and that's when the chaos begins. Chaos. Yeah. Again, yeah. Anyways, Lost in Space, have a wonderful day as well. Congratulations. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. We're trying. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. It's nice sometimes when like we're looking at a stock and it doesn't have competition, right? Because there are days where we're like, hey, we're watching this one and this one and this one, right? That confidence to say, hey, this is the best stock is in there, right? But then there are days where like there's really only one stock, right? Like we've had other stocks, obviously, but nothing, you know. So that's where the confidence comes from to say, hey, like this is the best stock right now, and like clearly the price action is anyways. So sometimes when we have a whole bunch of stocks, like it's nice, but it's also a bit of a block. Yup. Okay. Yep. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, like politics. Yeah, it doesn't really matter like what party you support. They definitely all help themselves. you know, the Democrats leave and they're richer. The Republicans leave and they're richer. Who isn't richer? The people. The people. Did your net worth go from did your salary go from $100,000 a year to 130 million? It did not. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So next time you're fighting people on social media, remember that. Okay. Keep your peace. Don't fight people. Just take a deep breath. Let them destroy the political party you support. All you don't. It doesn't really matter. You know, because those people got rich without you. Yeah. Just always remind yourself of that. Find ways to improve yourselves. And then yeah, again, pretty big resistance area for RMSG here. So don't do anything dangerous, otherwise you're gonna cry. So again, $1.50 is still holding up. See if we can curl again. Or maybe we slow down because it's lunchtime and then we cook after lunchtime again, right? Even if this thing does end up selling off a little bit, I still don't think it's done, right? So, but it might just want to do a healthy, sell off. At the very least, you shouldn't be buying this thing at $1.65, above $1.60. Why? Because we've talked about this so much. Resistance, resistance. Don't buy the damn thing at resistance, right? You're gonna cry about it. So, but for now, $1.50 is acting as support. So let's hope we can continue to stay above that level. For the hot ones, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you can't tell, I'm very, cynical, like just a pessimist when it comes to politics. But I'm overly optimistic though in terms of like what I think people can do to change their lives. I think if you change, if you put in the work in any area of your life in 6 months, in a year, you can change your life so quickly, right? So that's why I'm always, like, stay away from the politics, stay away from, like, it's simply just like putting control in other people's hands, right? When you put control in other people's hands, like, you're giving away so much power, right? Like sometimes people rely too much on, like, oh, but like this politician or like this person, like, shut the hell up, shut the hell up, you know. If you put the work in by yourself though, you can make miracles happen, right? Miracles. So yeah. Winterfell, I know, right? I know. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, exactly, X-Men. And don't get me wrong though, it's not that, like, politics or like some of these other external factors don't make a difference. They really do, right? They really, really do. Like politics makes a difference. Like this and that makes a difference. The issue is, like, at the end of the day, like, what can you really do about it? Nothing. So, but yeah, if you take that control, something magical happens when you're like, hey, this is my life. No one's coming to save me. I have to do something. Like like magic happens. Yeah. So yeah. Between the US and Iran, and motion trying to get an agreement. Okay, yeah. I like it. Dan, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the markets reacted positively to that. So keep pushing it, keep pushing it. This 150 is holding up really nicely, isn't it? Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Mm-mm. Do, 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 do. Yep, exactly. Exactly. That's it, right? Invest your energy in you, right? And then if the politics or other things happen to help, amazing. Amazing, right? But yeah, this level is holding up really well, but then that supply zone is right above it. So they're rejecting it off that level every single time now. So that's why I'm a little bit skeptical with this whole area. But it's still playing with 150 though. Still playing with $1.50. Do, do, do. Yeah. No, the volume in this has been good too. Again, it's a penny stock, so the volume is 260 million. So the volume on this thing is usually not too bad, though. Usually not bad. Yeah, Microsoft is looking good. Looking good. RMSG is getting slapped a little bit here. Again, I don't think this is a big surprise. We're at the biggest resistance we've been so far. There's a supply zone showing up, right? So we're kind of trending down a little bit, right? But it's still around $1.50. So I think for this one, we just need to give it a little bit of time to consolidate and curl again at some point. Right, that 50 EMA will act as a bit of a trampoline level as well. But yeah, that consolidation is going to be important. Very, very important. Tinky Lee, I think, okay, I think, yeah, Tahira. Do you guys still need the Discord invite link or you're good to go? You should be good, right? Should be good. Anyways, again, so yeah, we're bouncing off that 50 EMA, right? So we're still in that range. Like, it's still looking good, right? That's because there's no competition. Well, I mean, maybe CMCT, right? Like, that looks okay. Crispy biscuit. Yeah, so that 200 EMA has been holding up well. It's slowly curling up. It looks good. Um, it's had a lot of resistance at 95 cents. As soon as it crosses back into the 90s, there's a lot of selling, but it's done well. Yep, such as, yep, exactly, Mike, exactly. Perry says I made another $300 shorting 65 to 51. About to, let's go. Come on, Perry, right now. Click that link, become a member, because I'm gonna come find you. Click this link at the bottom of the chat. Perry, right now. You have 2 minutes. I know where you live. Okay, I'm gonna send the who controls the drinking. Somebody. Why are you drinking 2 beers in the morning? Come join us. Come join us. We want to drink with you. Anyways, yeah, no, CMCT looks good, and then we're still playing with $1.50 here. So what a good day, guys. What a good way to start the week. Good way to start the week. I like it. I like it. Wait, do I have a one-on-one? Yeah, I do have. Okay. I know, Dan. Come on, guys. Smash a like if you haven't already. Stop slacking. CMCT is looking nice, though. Yeah. That's a nice push. CMCT says, let me join the party, guys. Let me join the party. Don't go without me. 91. So again, the closer you get to 95, the more resistance you're going to have. Alrighty. Trump to speak at any moment. Why? Again, I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get why the dude needs to like talk so much. You know what I mean? Like, not scheduled. Yeah, like there's no brand new news. You're literally gonna come on and yap about the same thing every single day. It's like the same thing. You've made no progress though. Anyways, yeah. Other than somebody needs to make money. We know who. We're not gonna say who, but sounds good, Jules. Jules is like, I'm out of here. Trump is gonna speak. Yeah, exactly, Ajoya. Exactly. Like, honestly, like, do you have nothing better to do? Is Iran the only? I understand. Is Iran the only focus? Like, Trump hasn't talked about anything else. What about the crypto promises? Clarity Act, blah blah. No, completely forgot about all of that. Everything else, just Iran yapping. Possible announcement about a deal. Okay, see that we will accept. That's the only one we will accept. That, yeah. 95. 95. Yeah, so again, that 95 is going to be your resistance, and then it's $1. Ready? $95 and then $1 for CMCT. Yeah, Nancy. Yeah, Nancy. I'm very happy. So yeah, 95 is your resistance here though. RMSG guys is still holding a dollar 50, right? So is it dead? No, it's not dead. No. Yeah, exactly, Juice. If it's a possible deal, okay, okay, okay. We'll take our fighting words back, you know? Yeah. But you can tell them they're making progress though, in terms of like, they're making progress. If they can agree on like, you know what, well, you want 50 years, we'll take 20 years, and then they can fight again in 20 years. Or maybe at that point Iran will have whatever. We'll see. Winterfell, yeah, see that's what I don't like, right? It's like just more of the same rubbish. Like, come on. Come talk when there's a deal, or come with information that we don't know. Stuff is on social media already. Go have breakfast. Go take a nap. Yeah. He is still uh mm, mm, mm. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hmm, interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Monies. Yeah, again, I like how well this is holding up above $1.50. Trump will attempt to hold another. Wait, was that? Israeli media says Trump will attempt to hold another round of negotiations before. Okay. Interesting. Well, before escalating. Why do they have like a 2 week ceasefire and then all of a sudden they're fighting within like the first week? Tinky, you don't see the link. This is the link at the bottom of the chat. So that yellow link there from the Hot Trades account. So click that link. Alrighty. Again, look at this, guys. Look at that 150 holding like a gem for now. Like a gem. 150 holding like a gem, guys. What a beautiful stock this has been today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. Like, how sexy is this? How sexy is this, guys? Is it dead? Oh my gosh. Is it dead? How beautiful is this, guys? How beautiful is this? Look at that. How beautiful is that chart? If you go back in at 150, type yes in the chat. If you go back in RMSG at 150, type yes in the chat. If you got back in at 150, type yes in the chat. Yeah, criminal. Criminal, Pat. Criminal. Criminal. It pays to have patience. Yes. Yes, yes. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, so now we need to get back above the. Obviously, we need to break out. We know there's resistance, right, guys? So again, this is acting as a base, obviously, but we also know there's a big issue at this level. So if it doesn't break out there, it might just form a head and shoulder, and then we have problems. 155. Okay. Yeah. So it needs to break out here. Otherwise, we're gonna have issues. So Trump says 34 ships went through the Strait of Hormuz yesterday, by far the highest number since closure started. Okay. Okay. Sounds good. Hmm. Interesting. Yeah, you see that rejection, right? Off that 165 level again, right? So it's not a surprise. That level is a pretty difficult level to break through. Difficult level to break through. So we need to break out there. If we close below $1.50, then we might have a bigger problem here. We might want to go back to 134. So whichever direction we break in, I think that's going to tell us what we do going forward. Alrighty. What we do going forward. Okay, let's see. Yeah, they're taking the sweet time. They're having lunch straight. They're like, okay, we're just gonna sit here and relax. Just sit here and relax, you know? Like, excuse me, we need a breakout. Stop playing games. Stop playing games here. Yeah, so they're rejecting it again off the resistance. Good, good, Dan. Good, good. It's about time. Maybe they're thinking, yeah, good. 163, Mohammed, good job. Good scalp. Yeah, I mean, if you're scalping from 150 to 160s, 165, there's nothing wrong with that because you know there's resistance there, anyways. Right? It's not like this is a magic level that it's catching us off guard. No, simply just resistance. So let's see if it continues to hold above $1.50. We have about like another, like 10, 15 minutes or so, guys, and then I do have to hop off because I have one-on-ones to do. So alrighty. So yeah. So we have a little bit of time, but this talk is so nice. I'd like to stay all day on stream, because it's very nice. But at the same time, I have a whole bunch of meetings today. Whole bunch. Rubbish. Rubbish. But yeah, so don't forget to smash a like, hit that subscribe, and if you're not a member, again, come join us. You're gonna keep missing out. Alrighty, stop missing out. Invest in yourself. Cool. So again, if you want to join us in Discord, click that link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot. Yeah, drop it. Oil to 70. We'll take 90. 80, 70. Just leave it there. Yeah. Again, so for those of you that like when you run into this issue, guys, what do you do? When it says your email is already registered, what have you guys done to bypass this? Because I know some of you guys have dealt with this before for Tinky. I think the fix is just using a different browser, using a different device, right? So copy the same link and use a different device. Mm. Features, features. Let's see. No way. Did he actually? What the hell? Trump ordered McDonald's from DoorDash? That's a real thing, Dan? What the hell? uh, you watch. Wow. So, of all, like, yeah, that's so wild. So, all the excellent chefs they have at the White House, Trump was like, you know what? I'm just feeling like McDonald's today, you know? Just feeling like McDonald's today. Yeah, well, I mean, sometimes you're just craving, sometimes you're just feeling like having McDonald's. So, oh, that's so funny. It's so funny. Well, yeah, during a meeting. Yeah, that's so crazy. So crazy. Yeah. Invest. Yeah, probably. There's a tweet coming now. McDonald's is the best. DoorDash is the best. There goes a CMCT. This is looking way better now, too. It still needs to break out, though, which it looks like it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, CMCT is looking good. And then a dollar. Yeah. VRAX is pushing, like, look at that. VRAX actually came back really nicely, back to 17 cents from that golden pocket area. If Iran doesn't agree to no nuclear deal, I mean, I think they already agreed to that. So 98 cents. Did not agree to not. La, 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 la. Yeah, we'll see what they come out with. See what they. $1. Make you holla. There goes $1. Yeah. No, good job on this one. I think yeah, you've been spamming this all day too, Crispy. Right? So good job on this one. Hopefully you're in it. Looks like it's gonna break through $1 here. Yeah, there's a lot of selling going on around that dollar level, which is not a surprise, right? So, but it looks like it keeps testing it. So it looks like they want to break through that dollar, though. It's gonna break through. They're like, we need dollar, dollar, dollar is all we need. Hey, hey, I need dollar, dollar, dollar is all I need. If I share with you my dollar, could you thrust to the level with me? What is that? Interesting. Yeah, there's a lot of selling going on. It did break through that $1, went to 102. That last candle went to 102, but it's still having a hard time at the dollars. A lot of selling. He fed the McDonald's. Damn, that dude likes McDonald's a lot. It's crazy. You would think, he would. I mean, it's easy to eat, and I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But he's not the only one that likes McDonald's. Everybody likes McDonald's, So we're definitely not judging his food choices. Can't be judging everything. I just think it's funny having all of those, having all of the. You still want your McDonald's, Wendy's, Wendy Frosties, Winterfell, Wendy Frosties. Yeah, so let's do 5 more minutes, guys, and then we'll hop off and go back to Discord. Alrighty, 5 more minutes, and then we'll continue on Discord. Uh, I wonder if they have like a designated, like, DoorDash driver, or if they like. I mean, they can always check though, because that lady is wearing a DoorDash grandma, and so yeah, there has to be some. So Trump says Iran agreed to almost everything. Says the main sticking point was nuclear. I think Iran will now agree to on nuclear. We'll get Iran's nuclear material back. If not, we will not have a deal. Called this morning by Iran, they want a deal. For some reason, I mean, yeah, yeah. Details on countries helping with Hamas will come tomorrow. Like if they make a deal, they could really pump the markets the next 2 days. Bishop, if you click on the link, you're gonna see other levels that say, like Legend or Legend Pro. Just scroll down. Some levels are sold out, but the levels that are not sold out, you can get those. Alrighty. I saw that. Yeah, yeah. And then said something about Camilla, whatever. Oh, buy that and see what happens. Raven, unbelievable, unbelievable. Yeah, don't buy the soda level. You're gonna get roasted. Trump says, "I want to see war in Iran ended. I want to see war in Iran ended." Okay, the markets are looking good. The markets are way better. Pump it, pump it, pump it. Yeah, I like it. No, 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 no. I think Tinky, I think you can bypass that, right? So click on the link I sent you in this. Click the link, right? Put the link in the browser. Just follow the steps in the getting started channel to connect. I'm not sure why your email is already. Yeah, yeah. Or try using a different email. Like that Discord part is not the problem, right? The part you have to follow with the same email you use on YouTube is the part where you go to connect, right? Is the part you go to like connect your YouTube and Discord. The instructions are in the getting started channel. To Yeah, Riven. Yes. Yes. Is it still alive? Let's take a look. Yeah, it should be up here still. It's still alive. This stock has been beautiful, honestly. If you're scalping it, it's been beautiful. Like, look at that. You see the green zone at the bottom? It's like up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So, like, is it alive? Hell yeah. If it breaks below 220, it might be dead. Much cheaper. Ah, you guys like violence, huh? Violence. Violence. Good job. Good jobs. I like it. Yeah, if you're having issues connecting still, just send me a DM in Discord, Tinky. Alrighty. Yeah, exactly, Raven. So again, just follow the steps in the getting started channel. And you can also just watch some YouTube videos. If it says your email is, how to verify your email, I'm sure Google can help you, YouTube can help you. So I don't know. That ADUR stock we talked about earlier as a swing play is still creeping up, by the way. The brand new highs of the day. Trump says we may move to Cuba after we're done, but everybody knew that already. And I don't think that's going to affect the market as much. Cuba is for lack of better, useless in terms of like, yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. uh, what happened to Trump, guys? Trump was like the most anti war president, and then all of a sudden it's like Venezuela, Cuba, Iran, all of these. He's just going from one country to the next. What happened? This dude was so like no war, nothing, 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 and then all of a sudden, and then after Cuba, he's gonna be like, "We're going to Canada." Tell him, "Come at us, bro. Come at us. Come at us, bro. Let's see what we'll send our two soldiers, in the snow. Your rockets are just gonna freeze in the snow, just freeze, and then you're gonna end up wasting monies. Exactly, Dan. Yeah. Crazy how quickly the market recovered, not even that far from all-time highs. I know, Jaden, right? Yeah, this is why when people are like, "I'm gonna sell everything," blah blah blah, right? It's always dangerous. Yeah, the markets only care for so long, and then they're like, we're not making money from Trump going to war. We need to make money too. So yeah, after you look at like, to me the way I look at it is like when COVID happened and people were dying, like millions of people were dying, and the market was still pumping to all-time highs. At that point, I just knew, like, the markets are gonna care initially, but after that, they're gonna say, "Screw that. We're done. We're done with this. We're done with this." CMCT good retest of 95 cents, and then it's pushing back for $1. So that dollar level is really, 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 really important. Really, really, really important. Anyways, let me know if you have any last questions, guys. Any last questions, and then we will leave it there and continue on Discord. Alrighty. So let me know if you have any last questions. Cool. Have a great day, Raven. See you in Discord. Yeah, they're gonna use $1.50 and then back to it. Yeah, as resistance. Yeah. So again, let me know if you have any last questions, and then we're gonna call it a day. Due to even the UK made a statement telling people to prepare for a release skunk. That's crazy. Yeah, chaos, chaos. See you in Discord, Frankie. Thank you. It follows the cycles. Okay. Yeah. As long as there's opportunities there, I'm kidding. But they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and we're gonna do what we're gonna do, right? And yeah, let's go, Dan. Love you too, Dan. Have a wonderful rest of the day. See you in Discord. Yeah, no, hoping for peace, but we do what we have to. When the criminals do what they have to. See you in Discord, Tim. 3 assists for Bruno today. Come on, yes, please. Buemo hat trick. Yes, please. I like it. We're on the same page now. Yeah, hit the like before you go. And if you do become a member when the stream is done, that's okay. Your invite link is going to be in the community section, or just send me an email, hotratesx@gmail. So yeah, Tinky, if you're still having an issue, send me an email, hotratesx@gmail as well if you want to. Alrighty. Again, if you want to join us in Discord, click this link at the bottom of the chat from Nightbot. Cool. Desmond, enjoy the rest of your day as well. Has me on the right. Let's go, Skunk. See? Hitting my goals consistently. You see, Skunk? Give me a high five. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Love it. So again, the right people, the right community, the right tools, the right stocks, this is what we can control, right? That's why we're here. And we help each other as a community, right? But in a positive way, right? High five, everybody! High five! Let's go! Yeah, EV back, crispy. Good job on CMCT. Thank you for spamming it, and see you tomorrow. Alrighty, thank you. Any hope, Andre? As long as it keeps holding that bottom, it definitely has hope, right? It's not that far away from the high of the day, and it's also holding the same base, so it's in the middle. So it definitely has hope. Andre. So it needs to break out though. So maybe have a very tight stop loss. Alrighty, all again, much love. See you guys in Discord. Be safe. Shelton, I'll take a look in Discord. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was slacking. Alrighty. Bye for now, everybody. Have a good day, Street. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Bye guys. Much love. Thank you very much for the support. Alrighty.